Propane and Pioneer or their website at campspro.com. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
Well, good evening, everybody. Live from Amador High School in Sutter Creek, California. We're here for Motherlode Football League action here as the Buffaloes take on the Bears of Summerville. Joining me in the booth, as always, Frank Halverson, Jake Geedy here on the mic, joined, of course, with Carter Brashear and Morgan Chase. Jim back in the studio. You're listening to Camp's Propane pregame show. Frank, how's it going?
Well, we're going good. Looking for another good week in Motherlode League action. Summerville comes in. They've just been scoring points. They average 42 points a game. They come in 2-0 in league, leading the league in 6-1. Amador comes in at 0-1 in league after what I call a very big upset last week, losing to Calaveras 34-27. That's a game the Buffaloes should have won. But when you turn the ball over 6 times, that does not lead to victory. They had 4 fumbles, 2 interceptions. In the 3 games that Amador has lost this year, they have had a total of 13 turnovers. Now, this is a young team, and they need to learn to take care of the football. Blankenheim has that strong arm, and he needs to understand that he trusts that arm a little bit too much. Sometimes you need to just throw the ball away to live to see another play instead of trying to make something great, because it hasn't worked well for the Buffs. 13 turnovers in their 3 losses. They really need to take care of the football tonight, facing this Summerville team that has a lot of weapons. And Bryce Leveros, their quarterback, Tristan Barajas, Phoenix Barajas, Austin Hike. This team can score points in a hurry, and Amador doesn't want to play from behind. So they need to shore up their defense, slow this Bears team down if they can, but they've got a tough task for them going into the league with the upset last week at 0-1. And then they have Summerville tonight and then Sonora next week, which are the 2 toughest teams in the league. So, Frank, Amador really needs to shore some things up.
Yeah, and Frank, you were talking about it again this year. This year, the Motherlode League is definitely running through Tuolumne County.
Yeah, no question about that. The best 2 teams in the league, and I don't think there's any argument, is Sonora and Summerville. And I really expected Amador to beat Calaveras last week. That was very disappointing.
Yeah.
And now they get in a very tough stretch with their next 2 games in league, and they're very much staring 0-3 in league going into the big game.
Yeah, that's very true. I got a chance to talk with Coach Kantak earlier today, as I've, gotten to do a lot more now since I've started teaching here. But he was talking to me a little bit about some of the stuff that they were expecting to do, and a lot of the stuff was like what you were talking about, Frank. They really have to shore up their defense. Summerville has a lot of weapons that they have to do, but the coach is hoping that their pursuit speed, their lateral pursuit speed on defense is going to be able to help them basically shut down some of these weapons for Summerville.
Well, that's hopeful. I mean, obviously that's what they want to try to do, but I mean, there hasn't been a lot of success by anybody. Summerville hasn't played a weak lineup this year, a weak schedule, I should say.
Yeah.
And they're 6-1 overall, and like I said, averaging 42 points a game. And this is a tough matchup for the Buffs tonight.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to go ahead and take a real quick break. We'll be back with more of the Camp's Propane pregame show in just a moment. We're going to play some bills. We'll be back from Sutter Creek in just a moment.
A longtime supporter of youth activities in Amador County, the folks at Camp's Propane hope you enjoy tonight's high school football action on Hometown Radio. Visit Camp's showroom on Highway 88 in Pioneer. Ask about the Easy Saver program and senior discounts available. And you'll never run out of gas again with Camp's Smart System Tank Monitoring program. They also carry a complete line of RV supplies, gas refrigerators, and barbecues. For more information, visit Camp's Propane in Pioneer or their website at campspropane.com. Remember when going for a walk around the block was easy and pain-free? Future you is ready to feel like that again. Mark Twain Medical Center's orthopedic experts are with you throughout the process, from first consultation to your last physical therapy session, so you can get back to living without joint pain, and future you can wander far and wide. Visit marktwainmedicalcenter.org/orthopedics. Mark Twain Medical Center. Hello, human kindness. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, and we're back here at Sutter Creek, where we're about 7 minutes and 38 seconds from game time here. It's senior night here at Amador High School. They had their senior sheets and stuff read during the halftime of the JV game, so we probably won't be seeing anything like that going on right now. Anyway, Frank, what else do we got going on around the league this week?
Well, you look across the league. Sonora was on a bye last week, and they come in and they're at Calaveras. Sonora 1-0 in league, 5-1 overall. Calaveras 1-1 in league and 3-5. That looks like a big win for Sonora going into tonight as a heavy favorite. Argonaut has a non-league game against Valley Christian. Argonaut's 0-2 in league and 1-6 in the year. Valley Christian 2-0 and 5-2. But when you look at the opponents that Valley Christian has played, I expect Argonaut to come away with the victory tonight. And then, of course, we've got Summerville here at Amador. So the way the league's going to shake out, I think Summerville goes to 3-0. Sonora goes to 2-0 in the league. Amador, like I said, with the upset last week, is going to fall to 0-2. And, you know, it was pretty predictable. The only one I missed was the Calaveras game last week because I really expected Amador to win that game. Amador captains are going out on the field. Number 1, Ian McElfish, along with number 42. That is Michael Nunez. 51, Zach Peterson. And 52, that is Will Donahue, the captains for the Mustangs. When you look at the other side of the field for the Summerville Bears, when they all get in the middle, it's hard to see the numbers there, but they're out for the coin toss.
Let's see here. That's 33 on the end, I believe.
There is no 33 on the roster. There's a 53. Jordan Wynn. So we're waiting for the coin toss here. You know, most teams anymore win the toss and defer to the second half, trying to get that back-to-back possessions.
All righty.
Not much of a crowd tonight. A little disappointing crowd here as I look across. Summerville's traveled pretty well.
Yeah, Summerville did travel pretty well. There are, it did seem like there were more people in the crowd earlier today, but yeah, it has thinned out quite a bit. I wonder if they're all at the snack bar. I don't know. 4:58 here.
Getting ready for the toss. A lot of conversation there. The coin goes in the air. And it looks like Summerville won the toss. I feel like they ought to be playing the Jeopardy music right now. Dun, 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 dun. Summerville won the toss, and they did defer. So Amador will be receiving to start this first half, going from our left to right.
So it looks like we've got Reese Wynn, number 73, is one of the captains there for Summerville.
Tristan Barajas, number 1.
Number 2, I believe, as well, was on there.
Austin Hike.
And then 53 as well, which, of course, was Jordan Wynn.
Yeah, we still have a time on the clock. The coin toss is done. They're going to do the national anthem right now. We're going to send it back to the studios for just a moment, and we'll be back with kickoff right after this.
A longtime supporter of youth activities in Amador County, the folks at Camps Propane hope you enjoy tonight's high school football action on Hometown Radio. Visit Camp's showroom on Highway 88 in Pioneer. Ask about the Easy Saver program and senior discounts available. And you'll never run out of gas again with Camp's Smart System Tank Monitoring program. They also carry a complete line of RV supplies, gas refrigerators, and barbecues. For more information, visit Camps Propane and Pioneer or their website at campspropane.com.
Football fans, stay in touch with Conifer Communications high-speed internet wherever you are. Stream the game live, connect with fans during and after the game, Facebook Live the winning play, or upload those Instagram photos. Conifer Communications may be local, but offers big-time internet service with fast speed, no data limits, plus VoIP phone service. Connect with Conifer today, 866-378-8393, or stop by their office in San Andreas on Highway 49.
Remember when going for a walk around the block was easy and pain-free? Future you is ready to feel like that again. Mark Twain Medical Center's orthopedic experts are with you throughout the process, from first consultation to your last physical therapy session, so you can get back to living without joint pain, and future you can wander far and wide. Visit marktwainmedicalcenter.org/orthopedics. Mark Twain Medical Center. Hello, human kindness. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, and we're back here at Amador High School, where we are just minutes away from kickoff here. Amador will be receiving this time around. Jake Eady of Frank Halverson here. We went over what's going on in the league. We're ready to kick off this matchup. A little bit of scores coming up from around the league right now. These are JV scores, mind you. Argonaut JVs just beat Bret Hart 21-14. That's the final score over there. Calaveras toppling Sonora 33-14. That was the final JV score here. And I believe the final score here was 21-0 in favor of Summerville here at Amador High School.
All right, we're getting ready to go. Back deep for the Buffs. Number 1, Ian McElfish, and number 5, Jesse Judd, as Summerville Bears are getting ready to kick off here to get this game started. Looks like number 23, Matt Herrera, and here it comes. The kick is up. It's a high, short kick. Let it bounce to the 15-yard line. I'm not quite sure. Now he has a hard time picking it up. Picks it up at the 13, trying to get around the left side, and he's tackled short of the 20. I'm not sure why he didn't go forward and catch that on a fly. He let it bounce, so then had a hard time picking it up after that.
Yes, indeed. So we'll figure out what's going on there as the Buffaloes take their first possession of the game.
So they're going to start at their own 19-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Buffs. Just short of the 20, spotted almost at the 20-yard line. So Blankenheim breaks the huddle. One back behind him in the set. 1st and 10. Handoff straight ahead. Gets across the 20 to about the 22-yard line. That was number 42 on the carry, I believe, Michael Nunes. Or Nunes, I'm not sure how exactly that's pronounced. So a gain of 3, it'll be 2nd down and 7. Nunes again, the lone back in the backfield. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Motion comes from the left side. They're going to give it to him, trying to come around the corner. Now hands it inside on an inside counter. Gets across 35, knocked out of bounds just short of the 40. Big play by Amador. A little misdirection there. The handoff on a jet sweep, and Blankenheim kept it, cut to the outside, broke a couple tackles, got outside the 30 to the 35, and knocked out of bounds just short of the 40-yard line. So nice play by the Buffs on the Blankenheim keeper.
There's a flag on the play. It looks like we have a
sideline warning is all it was.
Here on the Buffs, it looks like.
But a nice job on the fake there. It looked like he was going to give it to him on the jet sweep. He just kept it himself. Nice gain on the play, 1st and 10. Straight ahead handoff to Nunes. He's hit immediately at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
10 minutes, 53 counting here in the first quarter. Still plenty of game, of course.
They gave him a gain of 2. I didn't quite see that forward progress, but he'll set up a 2nd down and 8 for the Buffs.
So for a solid ball movement on the ground there for the Buffs.
3 receivers to the right. Nunes in the backfield. Blankenheim wants to throw. He's looking. Now he's looking again. Throws across the field. Complete at the 50-yard line. That was to McElfish. That'll be enough to move the chains. Another first down for the Buffs.
I watched this on replay, Frank. He threaded this ball pretty well. So here's the snap. He's looking around. And then you see one get open right there in the center. And feeds it right between the 3 right there. And, of course, McElfish coming in with it.
Those are the dangerous throws I don't like to see from him, throwing back to the middle of the field. That time it worked, but so many times it didn't. Trying to get it deep to McElfish. Nice defensive play by number 16 for the Bears. That was Brody Peters. McElfish looked like he was open, but Peters, they had double coverage. The safety was back. And Peters from the cornerback position just stepped in front of the pass. Incomplete, second down and 10.
And that's some good communication there in the secondary for him to cover that up.
3 receivers come out to the right this time. Blankenheim again operating for the shotgun. Blankenheim rolling to his right, looking, throws to an out, complete on the sidelines. That's the number 21 for the Buffs. That is Sam Baker.
And this
That's
is kind of
close to the first down, going to be about a yard short.
And this is kind of a bread and butter play that the Buffaloes like to run. So see, we have this. We have the levels concept, sprints right out there and delivers it to either the short, the middle, or the top guy based on the coverage. Good delivery.
3rd down and 1 for Amador. Ball sits at the 41-yard line of Summerville. This drive started at the 19-yard line for Amador. McElfish goes into motion from the right. Now he's going to set a high snap, tosses it out to McElfish to the left side, gets the first down as he tackled just short of the 35-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 36, but that'll be another first down for the Buffs.
9-12 and counting here.
So this is exactly what Amador needs to do. They need to continue to move the chains, eat the clock, keep that Summerville offense off the field, kind of slow them down a little bit. 1st and 10 for Amador. 3 receivers split out to the right. Blankenheim wants to throw. He's rolling that way. He looks, right on the money, but it was dropped. That was Baker right at the 30-yard line. Just couldn't haul it in, so it'll be 2nd down and 10 for Amador.
So we'll see that.
Just a little out route, and he delivered the ball on time, on target, and Baker just couldn't pull it in.
Yeah, so there he is right underneath. And looks like we missed that a little bit there on the replay.
2nd down and 10. Motion comes from the right side. They're going to give it to him, trying to get around, looking for a block. Spread out. What a great job by the Summerville defense. That was number 5 on the carry, Jesse Judd. And the Summerville defense just strung that out, and he had nowhere to go as he was looking for a block. It'll be 3rd and long for the Buffaloes. The ball is spotted right at just his side of the 35-yard line.
And he was tackled there, but also by number 5, Riley Neves for Summerville. And good pursuit there by the linebacker. That was good assignment football, making him have to stretch that one out.
Well, he had a couple blockers out there and just couldn't get any movement. 3rd and long. McElfish goes into motion. Summerville jumps. That'll give him a 5 yards. So that'll make it 3rd down and 5.5, I would call it. HUD number 30 immediately comes out of the game after jumping off sides there. I don't have a 30 on the Summerville roster, so I'm not sure who that was.
Yeah.
But that'll set up a 3rd down for Blankenheim. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Nunes the lone back. McElfish again goes into motion. Straight ahead, handoff to Nunes. He fights forward, gets across the 25-yard line. That's going to be enough for a first down. That'll move the chains again. Good, hard running by Nunes that time.
And that's another excellent example of why you keep your feet moving, why you keep your legs pumping through first contact, because he was able to get that extra push and get that extra 2 yards he needed.
1st and 10 for the Buffs. Ball at the 25-yard line. Opening possession. Blankenheim rolling to his left. Now he's in trouble. He gets hit, and he tries to get rid of the ball, and it just falls incomplete as he had a lot of pressure from number 13, Luke Larson, from the Bears. And that'll be 2nd down and 10. He was lucky to get that off and that it hit the ground.
You know, and I think that would have been a difficult pass regardless to make for Blankenheim. I mean, I know he's got a strong arm, but he's coming, rolling out the opposite way that he wants, opposite way that's natural for him to throw, and of course having a guy right in his face.
He actually throws really well moving to his left, but when you've got a guy right in your chest, that's the difficult ask. A little screen to Nunes, gets across the 20-yard line, a hit after he crosses it, the 15. That'll be another 1st down for Amador as he's knocked out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They're going to spot it at the 14, 1st and 10 for the Buffs. Impressive drive here to open this game by Amador. Again, they started this drive at their own 19-yard line. Amador breaks a huddle in a hurry. They're going to try to speed up a little bit. McElfish getting into motion. They give it to him, trying to get around the live side. Breaks one tackle, cuts inside, gets hit, and he's down to the 10. Gain of about 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 5. The ball is going to be spotted about the 10-yard line.
6:52 and counting here left in the first quarter, and definitely Amador setting up a solid drive. Definitely the way they want to start this ball game. They got Coach Kantak's got to be happy.
No mistakes, no turnovers. They turned the ball over deep in their own territory several times last week. 3 receivers are coming out to the right. Looks like Summerville wants to send some pressure. Nunes on the handoff. He gets hit at the line of scrimmage, tries to cut outside. No gain on the play. It'll set up a 3rd down and 5 for Amador. Tried to bounce it outside when the hole was covered up and just didn't have anywhere to go. So it'll set up a 3rd down. It looks like 6. They need to get to the 4 for a 1st down.
6 minutes left in the first quarter.
Motion comes from the left. They're going to give it to number 5 trying to get around. They close that up and tackle him at about the 9-yard line. That was Jesse Judd on the carry. And, boy, the pursuit on the outside run, Summerville is just doing a nice job stringing that out, and Judd just had nowhere to go.
Yeah, so there was a good pickup by Nunes there, but notice there is no place for him to cut up because, again, those linebackers are flowing across and doing a good job keeping it contained.
So 4th down and 6. They can get a 1st down without getting in the end zone. They're going to go for 3 receivers to the left. Blankenheim wants to roll. He's got pressure. He's throwing to the corner. It was caught.
Oh, my gosh.
Caught. I believe that was number 81.
Let's see this. Let's see on the replay. So I think it's number 10 up there at the top of our screen that we can see here. Yeah, see, because the corner shifts down in, leaving him wide open, and he floats it. Looks like he just floats
it. The safety goes right over there, and he's in good position, and he jumps, and it just gets over his head.
Just floats
for the touchdown to number 10, Landon Ray Case. So 14-yard touchdown, Blankenheim to Case to start this one off. Oh, bad snap. They try to make something out of it. They miss the extra point. So that look at the scoreboard, Amador 6, Summerville nothing with 5:07 left to go in the quarter. We'll be back with more first quarter action right after this.
All right, we're back here at Amador High School. Scoreboard shows Buffalo 6, Summerville Bears 0. 5 minutes and 7 seconds here left in the first quarter, capping off a wonderful drive for the Buffs. They're set to kick. Jake Geedy, Frank Halverson. Frank?
81-yard drive by Amador there to open this game up. Very impressive. Just kept moving the chains. Blankenheim hits Chase for a 14-yard touchdown to take a 6-0 lead. Amador getting ready to kick off. low line drive, bounces. It's going to be picked up at about the 12-yard line. Gets to the 15, to the 20, trying to cut outside. Trying to get around the corner, nowhere to go. Gets to the 25, gets knocked out at about the 28-yard line. That was number 3, Bryce Leveros for Summerville. Summerville will have their first possession, 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line.
All right, so now let's see if the Bears can return in kind here to the Buffaloes with 4:58 here left in the first quarter.
Well, they've been a scoring machine all year long. As I said in the pregame, averaging 42 points a game. Leveros at quarterback. Colton Cash, the single back behind him. In tight, into motion from the left. They're going to give it to Cash. He gets across the 30, breaks a couple tackles, falls forward to the 34-yard line. The ball's on the ground. And it looks like Summerville fell on it. So they're going to mark it at the 34-yard line. Gain of 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Of course, I want to do my weekly shout-out to my good friend Fred Oneto, big high school football fan. I know you're listening, Fred. I hope you're doing well tonight and enjoying the game. Motion comes from the left side. Pitch out. Good block on the outside, but good coverage there coming up from the corner position. Knocks him for a couple-yard gain. That was number 1, Tristan Barajas on the carry, but nice pursuit by the Amador defense around that side to get him for a loss of a couple. They're going to move it back to the 30-yard line, so that'll set up a 3rd down, and we'll call it 8 for the Bears.
And again, like Coach Kantek was talking about, they wanted to try to rely on their lateral pursuit speed, and that was a great show of that one.
3rd down and 8 for the Buffs.
3:43 here left in the first quarter.
Leveros in the shotgun. He wants to throw. He throws over the middle. That ball's just underthrown a little bit and incomplete. Intended receiver, Riley Neves. And that'll set up a 4th down, and Summerville's going to be forced to punt. So 3 and out by the Bears. Good job by the Buffalo defense.
You know, and that pass, like, it looked like it just came out of his hand weird. I mean, it was a quick draw, quick pass, and maybe he just didn't have quite a good handle on it. Just put it right into the turf.
Well, Leveros, his brother, was the quarterback of this team last year, and he hadn't played quarterback before. And they were kind of lost without a quarterback, and he became the de facto guy. And he's done a good job so far. A high, short kick. And it bounces back. Amador favor. All the way bounces back to the Summerville side of the field. And it's going to be down to the 47-yard line. The Buffs are going to have great field position for their second possession of the quarter.
And let's hope they can build on that momentum. We have 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Real quick, we have a Mountain Merchant scoring update here for you. 2 of them, actually, just coming in. First quarter, Argonaut goes on top 7-0 with 6:47 there left in the first quarter there. And looks like a Sonora in first quarter action has taken a score 7-0. Argonaut intercepts pick 6 now. This just came in 14-0 now, the score there in the first quarter.
Whatever the flag was, it was waved off. Yeah, I expect the Argonaut to win tonight. You know, Valley Christian comes in with a pretty good record, but when you look at who they've played, they played Division 7, and not very impressive on their numbers for that division, and this should be a win for the Mustangs tonight. Blankenheim goes back to work, 1st and 10 for the Buffs. Motion comes from the left side, straight ahead handle. No, he fakes it, and he tries to throw it to McElfish going across the middle. He throws it incomplete. That ball looked like it might have been tipped.
Yes, I believe it was there, Frank, coming off the defensive line, I should say.
So that'll be 2nd down and 10 for Amador.
Hey, real quick, I want to thank all of our sponsors and everybody who's been with us throughout the Motherlode League. We're coming to league play now. Thank you guys so much for being here and with us every week.
All right, 2nd down and 10 for the Buffs. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Blankenheim wants to throw. He looks, he throws to 21, gets across the 40-yard line. That'll be enough for the first down on the reception. That was Sam Baker. Just a little in route. wide open. That's a route, as far as I'm concerned, in high school football that is not used enough. You look how far back the corner is.
Yeah.
He takes 2 steps in and just cuts across the middle. And he's in front of the linebackers, in front of that zone, and that's an easy pitch and catch. And I don't know why high schools don't rely on that play more often.
Yeah,
it's really simple.
I mean, and it really isolates the linebacker, and it makes them have to choose. Are they going to get the guy going across their face or the guy coming up down center?
They're going to call it short, and they're going to call it Summerville for encroachment, and that's going to give Amador a first down. So they're going to mark that from the 38-yard line up to the 34. That'll be a first down for the Buffs. Great field position, 1st and 10 with 2:30 left to go in the first quarter, leading this one 6-0 thanks to an 81-yard opening kickoff drive by the Buffaloes. Capped off by that 14-yard touchdown from Blankenheim to Chase. 1st and 10, 3 receivers to the left. Nunes gets it straight ahead. He's hit almost immediately. Might have got one on the play forward progress. Might have got him there.
Yeah, but he was stopped by a whole heap of Bears right there, and they were it's like they were waiting for him right there.
So no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for Amador. Clock continues to run. Under 2 minutes left here to go in the first quarter. And this is the type of game that Amador wanted. Summerville's only had 1 possession, and if Amador doesn't turn this over, it looks like that's how the first quarter is going to end. Blankenheim the shotgun. Handoff straight ahead to Nunes again. Gets across the 30-yard line up to the 29. Gain of about 5 on the play. Minute 30 left to go in the quarter. Ball's going to be spotted at the 21. It'll be 3rd down and 6. Summerville is not used to playing from behind this season, so we'll see how that changes what they like to do. 3 receivers to the right. Motion from the right side. Blankenheim lets him pass through. He's looking to throw. He's looking to the right. He goes a little out to number 21. He gets his feet down. What a nice job by number 21. That's Sam Baker again. Just a little out route, but look at how he caught that ball and did the toe touch before he went out of bounds for the first down. Move the chains, and Amador is knocking on the door again with 50 seconds left here to go in the quarter.
And watch this. Good delivery right there, and then the catch 2 feet in. Excellent ball, boy.
Blankenheim, now he's in trouble. He throws a little screen to Nunes. Nunes did a good job just knocking that one out of bounds because that looked like a pick ready to happen as the ball was batted in the air. 35.1 seconds left to go in the quarter. It'll be 2nd and 10 for Amador with the clock stopped. So this will probably be the last play of the quarter with Amador leading 6-0. You couldn't ask for a better start from the Buffaloes here in this game.
Definitely not. I mean, almost 12 minutes of possession there.
2nd down and 10 for Amador. They're going to send 3 receivers to the left. Blankenheim's going to keep it himself. Gets to the 15, cuts inside across the 10, up to about the 7-yard line. That's going to be enough for the first down. Clock continues to run. That's probably going to be the last play of the quarter. There's no reason for Amador to stop. I don't understand that. Oh, now they're winding the clock as they move the chains. Let this quarter run out.
Yeah.
And that's what they're going to do. So we look at the clock. Amador's knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. They lead it 6-0. We'll be back 2nd quarter right after this.
Hey, let's play some football. Mark Borchin here with Glass Doctor. We are so excited that you're doing what you love. When you need auto glass, windshields, and calibration, call Glass Doctor. Ask about our windshield protection plan. And for shower enclosures, foggy, broken windows in your home or business, please remember Glass Doctor, your neighborly company. Visit our showroom at Highway 49 and Jackson Gate Road.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, we're back here at Amador High School, about to start the 2nd quarter action here. Amador Buffalo 6, Bears 0. Buffaloes in dominant control during the first quarter, and they are now knocking on the door again. Jake Geedy, Frank Halverson. Frank?
Well, first and goal for the Buffs as they flip the field and move it all the way down to the other end. We want to thank our game sponsors, Big Valley Ford, Jackson Tire, Armstrong & Son Construction, The Glass Doctor, Toma and Associates. As we start here the second quarter, just a perfect start for the Buffaloes. Summerville only had one possession in that first quarter, and as productive as his offense has been, if you can have these long clock-eating drives, that's definitely in your favor for Amador.
Absolutely.
First and goal for the Buffs. So the ball's set at the 6-yard line. So first and goal from the 6. Noon's the lone back behind Blankenheim. Blankenheim's rolling to his left. He's looking. He throws to the corner. Dropped.
Oh, man.
Incomplete. He had a receiver open and just couldn't dial it in. So that'll fall incomplete to make it second and goal for the Buffs.
Yeah.
Had coverage, but he went up in the high point. Looked like he had an opportunity to catch us, just couldn't pull it down. So second down and goal for Amador.
Not bad effort, kid. Real quick, Mountain Merchant scoring updates. We have Argonaut 21, Valley Christian 0, Sonora Wildcats 14, Calaveras High School 0.
Well, not a real shocker in any one of those games. I expect Sonora to be – there's a flag on the play. They're going to move it half the distance of the goal. I did not see that. So that'll move it into the third, up to the 3-yard line. Straight ahead handoff. And that was number
9.
Blankenheim kept it. 3-yard touchdown run by Blankenheim.
And, this was one of their, a bread and butter sprint out that they do. If Blankenheim didn't see anybody there, he has the opportunity to cut in there because the blocks are flowing down. Waltzes right in. Good job, buddy.
So Blankenheim on a 3-yard touchdown run. And Amador goes up 12-0 with 11:48 left to go here in the second quarter. I think they're going to go for 2 after the failed extra point attempt on their first touchdown. So they are going to go for 2. Noon's the lone back to the left of Blankenheim. I wouldn't be surprised if Blankenheim kept it himself. Motion comes to the right side. He's going to keep it. Now he's looking. Trying to get it out to the right corner, batted away, incomplete. So the extra point is no good. 11:48 left to go in the second quarter. It's been all Buffs so far, 12-0 for Summerville. We'll be back with second quarter action right after this.
Surveying and civil engineering services, call Toma and Associates at 223-0156. Whether you're building a fence and need to know where the property line is to complete boundary surveys, Toma and Associates can help. Lot surveys, boundary line adjustments, parcel and subdivision maps, FEMA certificates, septic and grading plans, among the many services Toma and Associates provides. Call 223-0156, serving the Mother Lode since 1967.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, and we're back here at Amador High School. Scoreboard shows Buffaloes 12, Bears 0, 11:48 here left in the first half. Buffs set to kick. And, Frank, I think it is apt to say that it's been all Buffaloes so far tonight.
Yeah, it sure has. Coach Kantak couldn't ask for a better start from his team, just dominating the time of possession. Low running kick, lets it go through. Bobbled at the 25-yard line, breaks one tackle, gets to the 30, up to the 35. He's pulled forward at about the 38. Let's see where they spot it.
Let's see.
Barajas picked it up, had a little trouble on the low bouncer. They're going to spot it at the 38-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Summerville. They're only their second possession of the half with 11:40 left to go in the second quarter.
And, Amador is definitely hoping for a similar showing from their defense.
Leveros in the shotgun. Pitches out wide to Barajas. Drags a tackler with him across the 40 to about the 42-yard line. Gain of about 4 on the play. It'll set up a second down and 6.
And that was Sam Baker there on the tackle for Amador.
So second down and 6 for the Bears. The Bears need to just stay with what they do. There's no reason to get out of anything at this point. This is the second possession they've had. Just stay within yourself. Leveros in the shotgun. Motion comes from the left side. He's going to pitch it. That's Barajas. Gets to the 45 and the 50. Cuts it inside to the 45 where he's pushed out of bounds. Plenty of yardage for the first down. That'll put it on the Amador side of the field up to the 45-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bears.
And watch this replay. So this is just a lead shift up. But look at that seal block down there by number 2. And then, of course, 6 picking up the flowing linebacker across there. That really set up a nice run there.
1st and 10 for Summerville. Amador side of the field, first time tonight on their second possession.
10:29 and counting left in the first half.
Motion comes from the light. Leveros straight ahead handoff. Big gain on the play. Crossed the 30-yard line. Finally pulled down at about the 27. That was number 5, Riley Neves on the carry. Big gain for the Bears. Move the chains, 1st and 10 for the Buffs.
And again, that's almost like a triple option there. Not quite, but he puts that handoff in. And of course, you have that wing back that's coming in motion. And so you got to kind of play assignment football at that point.
Left side of the line did a great job for Summerville on that play. Leveros pitches it forward to number 2, breaks a couple tackles, makes something out of nothing, gets close to the first down. Nice job by Austin Hike on the carry. Looked like he had nothing there, and he ended up gaining about 9 yards on the play.
Yeah, he had a shovel pass, basically put him right into just a pile of his own guys, but was able to bounce around there and break a couple tackles, make some guys miss.
They mark him out of bounds at the 18-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Timeout by Amador. 9:34 on the clock. Amador 12, Summerville 0. We'll be back right after this.
Big Valley Ford Lincoln, your regional commercial van and truck headquarters, is proud to sponsor Motherlode League High School football. The expert sales team will help you get behind the wheel of the car or truck that's right for you. And their service department will keep that vehicle running at peak performance. Visit the team at Big Valley Ford Lincoln, your full-service dealership, on the web at bigvalleyford.com and located in the Stockton Auto Mall off Hammer Lane. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, we're back here at Amador High School with 9:34 here left in the first half. Summerville with possession. Jake Geedy, Frank Halverson. Frank?
All right, Summerville trying to answer back. They started on their own 18-yard line down to the Amador 18. Second down. Straight ahead handoff. Nice job by Barajas there. Gets up to about the 12-yard line. That'll move the chains to set up a first down and 10.
So again, a solid run there. And let's look at that, the fighting there on the offensive line. And yeah, it looks like the offensive line just winning that battle up front. I mean, that's all you can really say about that. He had tons of space.
Big hole there to run through. Got into the second level of the defense easily. 1st and 10 for the Bears. Leveros going to keep it himself. Breaks a tackle, gets inside the 5, knocked down at about the 2. That's going to be really close to a first down. See where they spot it. It looks like they're going to spot it just short of the first down marker. First down at the 2-yard line. They're going to spot it at the 3. So it'll be second down and 1 from the Amador 3-yard line.
And, one thing I'm noticing is a lot of the plays that they're running, They're giving it off to multiple different people, different looks. It's all coming out of the same set.
Motion from the right. Leveros going to keep it. He goes into the end zone for a touchdown. Wow, impressive drive by the Summerville Bears there. Started at their own 18-yard line, so they go 82 yards as Leveros takes it in from 3 yards out, and with 8:27 left, 12-6, Amador awaiting the extra point. Impressive drive by the Bears.
Absolutely. And
they've got a pretty good kicker.
Yeah,
good snap. The kick is up, and it is good. 8:27 left to go in the half. The Buffaloes 12, Summerville Bears 7. We'll be back right after this.
Jackson Tire, located on Highway 49 in Jackson and Highway 88 in Pine Grove, is the place to go for your vehicle. Whether you need new tires or any auto service, Jackson Tire is a dealer you need to know. Visit them at jacksontire.net. That's Jackson Tire. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, we're back here. 8:27 left in the first half of action here at Sutter Creek. 12-7 in favor of the Buffaloes. Bears set to kick. Jake Geedy, Frank Halverson. Frank?
You know, one of the other things the Buffs have had trouble with all year is extra points.
Yeah.
They have missed a pile of extra points, and right now, with a 12-7 game, I hope that doesn't come back to haunt them. So Amador is getting ready to receive the kick. A lot of time left to go here in the second quarter. Very impressive drive by Summerville to make this a one-possession game. So Summerville kicking off from their 40-yard line, waiting for the official signal. Number 23, that's Bryson Benitez. It's a high, short kick, fielded at the 27-yard line with a head of steam. Races forward to about the 38. There's a late flag on the play. We'll see what that was.
Let's see here.
Well, where they're spotting the ball, it looks like maybe it was against Amador because they're taking it back to the 30-yard line. I haven't seen a signal yet.
Let's see, there's the white hat.
I still don't know what the call was.
Yeah.
Now they're going to move back to the 25. He held his hand up. I still don't know what the penalty was, but that'll move the Buffaloes back to the 25-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10. 3 receivers split out to the left. Blankenheim wants to roll that way. He's looking at it batted down to the line of scrimmage. That was number 13, Luke Larson.
Yeah, let's watch this there.
Incomplete pass.
So Larson's right here, the outside linebacker. Watch, he steps up. Nunez engages him on that sprint. He knows he's going up. Goes up top, stays elevated, batted down. Excellent, excellent position.
2nd down and 10 for Amador.
We have a Mountain Merchant scoring update. Still in the first quarter, Sonora 28, Calaveras 0.
Oh, that'll be a running clock early. Blankenheim with the shotgun, 2nd and 10. He looks out, throws a little screen out to McElfish. McElfish slips as he gets across the 25 up to about the 29-yard line. Gain of 4 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 6.
8 minutes 8 minutes now left in the second quarter.
Boy, they need to get a first down here. They do not going to go 3 and out, give the ball back to Summerville with this much time left. And, you know, with them deferring, that could be a double dip as you always want to get. So they're going to hand the ball off to Nunes. He gets the 30-yard line, pulled down at about the 31. That'll be short of the first down. It'll be 4th down, and I don't think Coach Kantak has any choice but to punt. Yeah, the punt team comes in for Amador. Now, Blankenheim is their punter.
Yes.
So it wouldn't shock me, considering where they're at with their win-loss record, if they had a little fake going on here.
And
flag on the play. Timeout Amador. There was a late player that came in. They did not have the team set. So Amador is going to burn their second timeout with 7:11 left and fourth down here. So we're going to keep it right here as Coach Kantak calls the team over. So a 3-and-out by the Buffaloes, and Summerville is going to get the ball back with a lot of time left here in the first half, trailing by 5 points. And so we'll see. Amador needs to kick this football.
You know, Frank, let's say theoretically Amador gets a score going in there. What do you think? Do you think at some point you stop trying to go for two and just collect the extra point?
Well, they've had trouble both ways. When they went for one on the first time, they had a bad snap.
Yeah.
They've had trouble with that extra point all year long, and then they find themselves chasing points.
Because I'm trying to wonder, at what point do you just try to cut your loss at that point?
So fourth down. Blankenheim again back to kick for the Buffs. Blankenheim rolls. He's going to keep it. I saw that fake coming, and he's going to be tackled for no gain. Matter of fact, a loss. And that was a risky call by Coach Kantak. Everybody in the stadium knew that was coming.
Yep.
I called that out. I mean, that was just a bad time to run that play.
I knew it was coming.
Yeah, everybody knew, Jim. I mean, it was obvious what they were going to do. Now they give the ball back to Summerville at their own 29-yard line. And now the defense for Amador is racing in. They're in trouble. Straight ahead handoff. Gets across the 25-yard line. Nice gain on the play of about 5. It'll be second down and 5. That was too obvious. What do they say? Okay, Captain Obvious.
Mm-hmm. And a Mountain Merchant scoring update. Still pick 6 for Sonora, 35-0 with 4 minutes left in the first.
You know, and you look at that score, and that's what shows how big an upset it was last week with Amador losing. Toss to the outside. Good job by the Amador defense that time. It would be a loss of 2 on the play. It'll be third down. 6:25 left to go in the quarter.
All right.
So the fake punt turns the ball over, gives Summerville possession at the Amador 29-yard line. Ball sits right now at the 26-yard line. It'll be third down and 7. Four down territory, I'm sure, for the Bears. Motion comes from the right side. Leveros inside toss. Breaks a tackle. Barajas gets across 20 to the 15. He's into the end zone. Touchdown.
Let's watch that one back there.
Barajas takes it in from 25 yards out, breaking a couple tackles around the right side. It was an inside pitch. He cuts it outside, breaks a tackle there, gets to the 25, breaks another tackle, gets around the corner, waltzes in the end zone. 25-yard touchdown for Barajas.
Wow. And they'll line it for a kick on that one there.
And just like that, with 5:45 left to go here in the half, the Bears take a 13-12 lead awaiting the extra point. Good snap, kicks up. It is good. 5:45 left to go in the half after trailing 12-0. Summerville comes storming back. They're leading this one 14-12. We'll be back. 5:45 left in the half right after this.
The family of Armstrong & Son Construction and Armstrong Self-Storage are proud to sponsor Motherlode League football. Remember, when you need excavating, grading, septic system repairs, and other site work, call Armstrong & Son Construction. Or if you need a storage unit, stop by Armstrong Self-Storage for safe and secure storage, conveniently located near the intersection of Highway 49 and Ridge Road. Armstrong & Son Construction, state license number 828209. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, we're back here. 5:45 left in the half. Summerville Bears coming roaring back, I should say, 14-12. Set to kick. Jake Geedy, Frank Halverson. Frank?
All right, well, I remember when I was coaching, and after a game, you would sit and just grind on every single play that you called, and Coach Cantak's going to be grinding on that decision for a while. Everybody in the stadium knew that was coming. Low kick just fell on at the 35-yard line by number 10, Landon Ray Case, who caught the touchdown pass by Blankenheim for the first score of the game for Amador. So Amador's going to have good field position at their own 35-yard line. And unfortunately, they've burned 2 of their timeouts already, so they only have 1 left, 5:43 left to go in the half.
They still do have some time, but they're going to need to score quick.
Stick to what worked. Don't try to change things now. Blankenheim wants to throw. He's looking. He double clutches, then throws complete across to number 21. That's Baker. Gets up to the 41-yard line. It's going to be about 3 yards short of the first down. It'll be second down and 3. Clock continues to run. Plenty of time left.
And there's Baker at the top of our screen there. So he comes on. The guy's rushed off, comes right and just sits there right in the middle and has to make the linebacker make a decision.
It was actually a nice job by Baker. Instead of coming across into the zone where 2 linebackers were sitting, he just sat down in that open space. Blankenheim double clutched, and then he saw him and delivered a pass. Good throw and catch. Gain of 7 on the play. Second down and 3. Blankenheim looking. Now he's in trouble. He's rolling to his right. Now he's rolling to his left. Now he needs to make a good decision. He throws it. Oh, almost intercepted, but it was complete. Nunes somehow, he threw that into triple coverage, and Nunes came back. You look at this replay where he was. Nunes came back to catch the ball right in between 2 defenders. Oh, we missed it on the replay here. As he's rolling, he comes back here. The defender, Nunes, just came back, completed that ball. Boy, that looked like trouble, but they got a first down up to the 38-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Buffs.
Yeah, that was definitely a Nunes play on that one.
They're going to give it to Nunes, trying to get it. No, Blankenheim's going to keep it on the fake. He gets across the 35-yard line up to about the 32. It'll be a gain of about 7 on the play. It'll set up a second down and 3.
All right. We have 4 minutes and 13 seconds and counting here left in the first half.
You know, that's a play that's worked out, but that play is what has caused turnovers all season long, trying to throw that ball into a tight space. Blankenheim hands it off this time to McElfish. He's tackled right away. That'll be a 4-yard loss back to the 33-yard line. And so that up a 3rd down and 5.
And here that corner scrapes right down, and he's sitting there. And Nunes sees his read guy and just hands it right off to him. I mean, 4 was the one that was the read guy coming in there, and he should have kept that one himself.
3rd down. Blankenheim's going to roll to his right. He throws underneath and tackled immediately. And there's a flag, and I don't understand that flag.
Yeah.
You look back at this. The fumble was picked up and returned, but it's not going to be a touchdown. There was a flag on the play, and I think they're going to call a helmet-to-helmet tackle, but I think that was absolutely a horrible call. I want to look at it in the replay. It just looked like a good hit to me.
Yeah, it's a little too far for our replay, but it did look like a clean hit. It looked like it was just he waited till he caught the ball, had it,
hit it right in the back.
Right in the back. Yeah, like that was textbook defense that you want to have. You separating the guy from the ball, waiting till he catches it, till he touches the ball before laying right into him.
They're talking in the middle. I think actually that should be an incomplete pass. Let's see if they wave that off. It should be waved off. That was not a penalty.
So let's see here.
Still waiting for the call. And, you know, the way things are today, they're going to call a personal foul on that, give him 15 yards. And I just totally disagree with that. I don't care who the team is. No, they're calling it off. They're waving it off. Now, that was the right call.
Yes.
And you know what? No, they're calling a personal foul. That's a bad call.
Yeah, so it looks like there were 2 penalties on the play. The first one was deferred or was declined because it was a lesser penalty. Then there was the personal foul. I would agree with you on that one, Frank. I don't think that was a penalty worthy call.
It was a hard hit.
Yes.
I'll grant it. It was a hard hit. It was nowhere near helmet to helmet.
Yeah, it was a clean hit.
Amador's going to get it at the 19-yard line, 1st and 10.
Exactly.
Motion comes from the right side. That's McElfish. They're going to give it to him. He's pushed deep in his backfield, almost a horse collar. Now he's going to be tackled for a loss on the play. They're going to spot it at about the 24-yard line. So that'll be a loss of 5.
With 2 minutes and 50 seconds and counting here left in the first half. Summerville playing fast.
You know, I'm all for protecting these players, but this is football, and there was no helmet-to-helmet contact there. It was a hard hit in the back, and there's no way that should be a 15-yard penalty, so big break for the Buffs. 2nd down and 15 for Amador. Blankenheim's looking right. He's still looking, got plenty of time. Throws back to his left. Dropped. Wow, I thought that was complete.
Yeah. Let's see this on the replay here.
He had a receiver there.
So here's the snap. He's got a guy up top, too.
Well, he was looking that way. Now he turns to his left.
Oh, yeah, just in and out of the hands there.
Yeah, incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock. That'll set up a 3rd down and long for the Buffs. 2:15 left to go in the half, trailing 14-12. Summerville gets the opening kickoff.
2:15.
Motion comes from the right. Blankenheim looks. He throws a quick little screen to McElfish. He gets hit, breaks a tackle, gets across the 20, about to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to set up a 4th down and 10. Clock continues to run. 2 minutes now. A whistle on the field. No, clock continues to run. I don't know where the whistle was for.
So it looks like there's a timeout.
Summerville took a timeout.
Yeah.
1:54 left to go in the half. We're going to keep it here. It's 4th down and 10 for Amador.
Here's a Mount Merchant scoring update. So it looks like the end of the first quarter over there. Sonora 42, Calaveras 7.
42-7 in the first quarter.
Yeah, and then with 11 minutes and counting in the second quarter, it looks like it's Argonaut 28, Valley Christian 0. So that's what's going on around the league right now. 14-12 here, of course.
You know, I was talking to a assistant coach for St. Mary's that I work with, and he told me the team they played last week asked for a running clock at the beginning of the game.
Whoa.
And St. Mary's coach said no. No, we're playing at least the first half. I'll bet the Calaveras coach is asking for that right now.
Oh, boy. Yeah, because, I mean, that production, 42 points in one quarter.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
4th down and 10 for the Buffs. Blankenheim in the shotgun. Noons, the one back left. 4th and 10. Blankenheim rolls to his left. He's looking. He throws over the middle. And see, that was another one of those passes. There was nothing good. It was 4th down. So if you're going to do it, that's the time to do it, I guess. But incomplete. So Amador's going to turn it over on downs with 1:49 left. Amador only has one timeout. I'm going to believe that Summerville's going to be happy with running this clock out, taking the lead in the halftime, receiving the kick to start the second half.
Yeah, you know, and I bet you if Blankenheim had been able to set his feet and wasn't under pressure like that, he probably would have been able to deliver that strike. But, man, that was woefully underthrown by probably 5-6 yards.
My aunt had, she'd be my uncle.
Oh, yeah.
All right, 1st and 10 for Summerville. 1:49 left. I don't expect Summerville to do anything crazy here. Leveros in the shotgun. I think they'll be happy with running this out. They're going to pitch to Brajas going around the left corner. He's got some speed. He gets across the 30. He's knocked out of bounds at about the 31-yard line. That'll stop the clock at 1:42. You know, one more play, if they move the chains. Now you might try to take a shot.
Yeah, why not? I mean, you are going to get the ball back.
You know, I think they trust Leveros not making a bad decision here, so we'll see what Summerville wants to do this.
I mean, so far they've been running, their little tandem fairly well.
Well, Barajas is quick.
Yeah.
He doesn't need a lot of space, and he can get out there and make the defense miss. They're going to pitch to the back. The same play, only a different back. Gets out of bounds. That'll stop the clock again. That was number 4, Orlando Lopez, on the carry. They're going to spot it at the 33-yard line. Still a ways to go. 1:29 left to go in the half.
All right.
So we'll see what Summerville has in mind. Second down. They have one timeout left. Leveros wants to throw. Now he's in trouble. Throws a middle screen. That's to Barajas. He breaks a tackle. He's across the 50 up to the 44, 46-yard line. That'll stop the clock as they move the chains with 1:20 left. Summerville's thinking about some points here.
Yeah,
they've got a pretty good kicker. I was watching him. He was practicing from 43 yards out.
Oh, that's not bad.
First and 10 as Summerville hurries the line. Leverus looks to the corner to Barajas. He's got it at about the 28 as he steps out of bounds. 1:08 left. Summerville's on the attack.
Absolutely.
They've got Amador defense on their heels right now. They're going to mark it at the 27. So first and 10 for Summerville. As soon as they set the chains, they'll roll the clock. Summerville breaks the huddle.
And and that was...
he went out of bounds, so they will not start until the snap. Motion from the left side. Straight ahead, handoff to Nunes. He gets stopped after a couple-yard gain. Summerville might thinking about using their last timeout, but they're going to let it run. It's under 1 minute now.
Number 25, Colton Earl there in on the tackle for the Buffaloes.
So 50 seconds left. I believe they're in field goal range right now.
Yeah, I think so too.
Leverus is going to keep it himself. Hit at the 20, falls forward to the 19. They're probably going to let this run down, call a timeout. Yeah, they call the timeout. 34.3 seconds left. It's a third down. So they've got time to run a play, but that play has to go to the end zone.
Yeah, absolutely does, yeah.
So we'll see what they're going to do if they're going to try to throw it into the end zone. They can't risk a running play right now. Mm-hmm. They only need 2 yards to get a first down, and that will stop the clock as they move the chains. They could hurry to the line and down it. So the run is still in play.
Yeah, and also I think, Leverus has shown us what he can do on the ground. His arm is still, I haven't seen quite enough of it to make a thing on it, but it doesn't look like he's got that deep ball, you know what I mean?
Well, he doesn't need to throw deep. At this point, he's on the 18-yard line. That's not a long throw.
Well, it looks like it actually might be a bit of a stretch for him.
I don't think so. Third and 1. Again, the clock will stop with a first down. But if they don't get the first down, I don't think they have time to get the field goal team on the field. Inside pitch. They've got the first down. He breaks out of the 10 to the 5. Knocked out of bounds. That'll stop the clock. It's first and goal, and they've still got plenty of time. Now there's a flag. That's going to be against Amador. I believe it's going to be a face mask.
Yeah.
That's going to move it half the distance of goal. The ball's going to probably sit at the 2-yard line. Wow.
Yeah, and coming across there. Yeah, reaching up top. Yeah, and he flew up top. He didn't try to attack low on the tackle, and yeah, there was nowhere else to grab with that face mask.
Man, the worst thing that could have happened has happened for the Buffs. Summerville knocking on the door with 27 seconds left. They've scored the last 2 touchdowns after trailing 12-0. right now, 3 touchdowns in a row and getting the opening kick in the second half does not spell well for the Buffs.
I'm thinking how much time we got left?
First and goal from
seconds?
the 2. Leveros in the shotgun. Motion comes from the right side. Leveros is going to keep it. He goes in. Easy touchdown. Summerville, 2 yards out, 23.8 seconds left, and wow, 3 unanswered scores by the Bears to take a 20-12 lead awaiting the extra point.
Yeah, and I was thinking he was definitely going to call his own number on that one, but wow, what a hole coming in there.
So a 2-yard touchdown run by Leveros, and now on for the extra point. Good snap, the kick's up, and it is good. 23.8 seconds left. The Bears storming back to take a 21-12 lead. We'll be back right after this.
Hey, let's play some football. Mark Borchin here with Glass Doctor. We are so excited that you're doing what you love. When you need auto glass, windshields, and calibration, call Glass Doctor. Ask about our windshield protection plan. And for shower enclosures, foggy, broken windows in your home or business, please remember Glass Doctor, your neighborly company. Visit our showroom at Highway 49 and Jackson Gate Road.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, we're back here with 23.8 seconds here left in the second quarter. Summerville roaring back to a 21-12 lead over the Buffaloes, and now they are set to kick off. Jake Geedy, Frank Halverson. Frank?
Yeah, 21 unanswered points by the Bears with 23.8 seconds left. And I think Amador's a little bit stunned right now, the way this game started out. Really a positive start, eating up clock, keeping the ball out of the Summerville offense hands. But things have definitely turned here in the first quarter with 21 points scored in the second quarter by the Bears. Both teams have 1 timeout left. Kick fielded at the 15-yard line, to the 20, to the 25. Now in trouble. Gets pulled down short of the 25-yard line. That was number 5, Jesse Judd, on the carry. 15.6 seconds left. Amador will have it 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
All righty. So
a little bit of frustration from the Buffs right now.
Definitely. They still, they're not out of this. They can't afford to make those mental mistakes that, of course, come with getting that frustration. You still got to play smart.
All right, 1st and 10 for Amador. I just can't see them trying to do anything. Now they're going to wind the clock, and that'll do it. The first half will run out. Look at the scoreboard. Summerville, 21 unanswered points. They take the lead, 21-12. We'll be back with our Conifer Communications halftime report right after this.
For all your land surveying and civil engineering services, call Toma & Associates at 223-0156. Whether you're building a fence and need to know where the property line is to complete boundary surveys, Toma & Associates can help. Lot surveys, boundary line adjustments, parcel and subdivision maps, FEMA certificates, septic and grading plans, among the many services Toma & Associates provides. Call 223-0156, serving the Mother Lode since 1967.
Big Valley Ford Lincoln, your regional commercial van and truck headquarters, is proud to sponsor Mother Lode League High School football. The expert sales team will help you get behind the wheel of the car or truck that's right for you. And their service department will keep that vehicle running at peak performance. Visit the team at Big Valley Ford Lincoln, your full-service dealership, on the web at bigvalleyford.com and located in the Stockton Auto Mall off Hammer Lane.
Football fans, stay in touch with Conifer Communications high-speed internet wherever you are. Stream the game live. Connect with fans during and after the game, Facebook Live the winning play, or upload those Instagram photos. Conifer Communications may be local, but offers big-time internet service with fast speed, no data limits, plus VoIP phone service. Connect with Conifer today, 866-378-8393, or stop by their office in San Andreas on Highway 49.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, and we're back here at Amador High School where we are at halftime at this Motherlode League matchup here, our KVGC game of the week. Scoreboard shows the Summerville Bears, 21-12 over the Thundering Herd here. And the Bears coming in, as Frank said, 21 unanswered points after, Amador had an entirely dominant first quarter, coming back and dominating the second half of the first half, I should say. Frank, tell us about it.
Well, Amador couldn't have had a better start. I mean, if you write it up in the playbook, that's exactly what they wanted. They took the opening kick and went on an 81-yard drive, and Blankenheim completed a 14-yard touchdown pass to Chase with 5 minutes left in the quarter. So it was a time-consuming drive. They missed the extra points that they'd led 6-0 at 5:07. They only allowed Summerville to have one possession in the quarter, and that possession that Summerville had, they went 3 and out. So Amador got it back at their own 47-yard line. They ran out the first quarter leading 6-0. They had it all the way down to the 6. Blankenheim took it in from 3 yards out, and with 11:48 took a 12-0 lead. They went for the 2-point conversion after missing the extra point on their first touchdown. That failed, so they led 12-0. After that, it was all Summerville. Summerville got the ball, a Leveroux 3-yard run with 8:27 left. The extra point was good to cut the score to 12-7. Amador then went 3 and out, and I don't understand. They ran a fake punt deep in their own territory on 4th and long that everybody in the stadium knew they were going to run, including Summerville.
Yeah.
It was no good, so they gave Summerville the ball back at their Amador 29-yard line. Well, Summerville in 2 plays converted that into a 25-yard touchdown by Barajas. And all of a sudden, at 5:45 in a game that you saw Amador was kind of dominating, they were behind 14-12. Well, then Amador gets the ball out. They turned it over on downs right away. Summerville gets the ball back with not a lot of time, but they were able to drive the ball right down the field. Leveroux takes it in from 2 yards out with 23 seconds left in the half, and all of a sudden Amador finds himself down by 2 possessions at the half, with Summerville receiving the opening kick. And right now, the Buffs all of a sudden are on their heels.
Yeah, and Frank, we talk about momentum shifts in ball games, and Amador had that momentum going in, and then suddenly they got punched in the mouth, and now they've been reeling back, and Summerville has not let up.
And the problem is with this, look, when you come into a game if you're the favorite or the underdog. Amador came in as the underdog, and they knew that. So they had to feel pretty good about taking that 12-0 lead, keeping the ball out of the Summerville hands. But all of a sudden, whoop, just like that.
Boom, yeah.
That old Mo, when it changes, it's rolling downhill, and it's hard to stop. And Summerville came back with 3 scores in a row, leading this one, and again receiving the kickoff in the second half. And now they're thinking, wow, maybe we were underdogs. Mm-hmm. And so you start questioning yourself, and that causes you to play not as aggressively. You start playing back on your heels a little bit, and that's when you just start getting rolled. And that's what I see Amador right now. Maybe they can change that in the second half, but it's going to be a tough task.
Yeah, no, definitely. And especially we were talking about Summerville coming in with as high power and offense as they had. Now, again,
they scored 42 points a game, and they scored half of that in the first half.
Exactly.
I mean, they're right on schedule, right?
Mm-hmm. And so, hopefully the Buffs can make, something can make some adjustments at halftime. But like, they're not out of this game. Like, and I think that some of them are already kind of thinking that. I mean, we were seeing some mental errors and look like some frustrations and stuff like that coming towards the end of the second half. And I'm hoping that they are going into that locker room and kind of going, "Oh, hey guys, calm down. Like, it's not an insurmountable thing. We've stopped them before. We can do this."
The problem with this Amador team, they don't play well from behind because they can't run the football.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they throw the ball, I don't know, probably 75, 78% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And when you don't have that balance, it's difficult to keep a defense off balance.
Mm-hmm.
Because when they're expecting what you're going to do, it's a lot easier to defend.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And that's the situation that I think they've got, because all year long, Amador has not been able to establish enough of a running game to keep that defense honest.
Yeah.
You know, and you look at the spreads, the formations that they do, there's always trips out and one back. They're going to throw the football. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
They're relying on the arm of Blankenheim. And, you know, right now the decision-making on this young team, I expect them to get better. Mm-hmm. They had a great start tonight, but right now I think they're in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, so you know,
I've got two observations of the game, if I could share them with you guys. The first one is the extra point. Amador missing 2 extra points. Those are big, and I think you mentioned that, Frank, that those are going to be big later on in the game.
Yeah, and they've had trouble with that all year long, Jimmy. You look at the Amador games we've done, they've had issues with that extra point. And you look at it right now, because of those 2 missed extra points, they're down by 2 scores instead of 1.
Mm-hmm.
And that's been an issue.
The other point I want to make is, what's up with Summerville? Their kicker's got a leg. Why don't they put it in the end zone every time? What is this on the 38? You know, that I would have kicked it as deep as I could.
You know, it looks like he's missed a couple kicks. Mm-hmm. You just kind of hit it wrong. The ball just didn't come out right. So I don't think that they've planned to kick the ball where they've kicked it. I think he's just kind of off a little bit. He's just not hitting the ball right. Because I watched him in warm-ups, and like I said, he was hitting field goals from 43 yards.
Yeah.
So he's got a leg.
You think we're going to see a field goal out of him tonight?
Well, if the Amador defense can stop him and put him in that position, yes. But so far, I don't know.
Yeah,
I tell you what. I mean, I joked to Jake. For those of you listening, we have a little inside information here. We have a text box that we go back and forth to each other, and that's how we give the scores to the guys there. And I text Jake, "Hey, Amador poked the bear."
Yeah.
And I think they did that tonight, Frank.
Yeah, well, they really controlled the ball and ate up the clock and kept it out of Summerville's hands, which is a great game plan against a team that's averaging 42 points a game. You know, I'm looking on the field right now, and their field goal kicker is out there, and he's got the ball at the 40-yard line. So that's a 50-yard attempt. That's where he's practicing from right now. So, you know, obviously,
I was looking at the breakdowns of these teams quarter-wise, and Amador scores more points in the third quarter than Summerville does. But Summerville scores more points first, second, and fourth quarter. So maybe we'll see something out of Amador this third quarter.
Yeah, the Amador defense really needs to step up here. This opening possession of the second half, with Summerville on the run that they were, scoring 21 unanswered points, Amador really needs to stop this first possession, and I really think that's going to tell the tale of the rest of this game. If Summerville's able to take this opening kickoff and get down and get points on the board, Amador's in real trouble.
Yeah, I like I was saying.
A long night.
Yeah,
I mean, like I was saying, well, like you said, the momentum rolls downhill. They came in thinking they're the underdogs, and they had some of those little cracks starting to show there towards the end. So they've really, really have to come back into this and recenter themselves, because they They're still in this, and they can't get in that mindset.
And that's tough to do with a young team. And this team is very young.
Exactly.
And for Coach Kantak to kind of reel them back in and give them some confidence that they can play with starting this third quarter, they are a 3-and-out away from getting back into this.
Oh, yeah.
But that's what they need with this opening possession of the second half. There's no doubt about that. Because other than that, that ball's rolling downhill, and it's just to keep picking up steam.
Yeah, well, we're about 4 minutes, 10 seconds here left in halftime here. So we're going to go ahead and send it back to the station, pay a couple bills. You've been listening to the Conifer Communications halftime show. We want to thank our game sponsors that are with us throughout the year: Big Valley Ford, Jackson Tire, Armstrong & Sons, Glass Doctor, Tolman & Associates. Of course, our pregame show was Camps Propane, postgame show Mark Twain Medical Center, and, of course, scoring updates, Mountain Merchant. Call of the Game by Melon Faze and BG Lounge, and Jamba Juice, our player of the game. So we're going to send it back to the studio. We'll be back with more high school football action in just a few moments. Stay tuned.
You know, some things just don't change. Hi, this is Bart Gilman. When my parents opened up our drive-in, Melon Faze, they had one thing in mind, and that was a quality meal, good service, and at a fair price. And over the years, that's been the case. But times change. But some things won't change at Mel's. You'll still get a quality meal, good service, and at a fair price. Like my parents taught me, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's just the way we do business at Melon Faze Drive-In.
Hey, you. The one on the couch who just told your friend you can't go out because you're busy? Ready to get real about your psoriasis? When your current treatments don't do enough to help control the inflammation beneath the skin, causing plaques and pain, stressing and scratching, it's time to stop hiding and get real with your dermatologist so they can help you get clear. Get real clear about psoriasis at letsgetrealclear.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
This message is for Karina, our mom who finished her high school diploma at age 28. Hi, Mom. It's Amador and Nicholas.
Congratulations on getting your diploma.
You worked so hard and have taught us so much. We love you.
When you graduate, they graduate. Finish your high school diploma for you and for them. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Football fans, stay in touch with Conifer Communications high-speed internet wherever you are. Stream the game live, connect with fans during and after the game, Facebook Live the winning play, or upload those Instagram photos. Conifer Communications may be local, but offers big-time internet service with fast speed, no data limits, plus VoIP phone service. Connect with Conifer today, 866-378-8393, or stop by their office in San Andreas on Highway 49.
A longtime supporter of youth activities in Amador County, the folks at Camps Propane hope you enjoy tonight's high school football action on Hometown Radio. Visit Camp's showroom on Highway 88 in Pioneer. Ask about the Easy Saver program and senior discounts available. And you'll never run out of gas again with Camp's Smart System Tank Monitoring program. They also carry a complete line of RV supplies, gas refrigerators, and barbecues. For more information, visit Camps Propane in Pioneer or their website at campspropane.com. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, we're back here at Amador High School. Scoreboard shows 21-12 here, coming into the third quarter here. Mother League action here. Summerville Bears playing against the Amador Thundering Herd here. Frank, we were talking again about the leg on number 23 there for Summerville, and I was watching him here on the 40, and it's like, yeah, it looks like he's just missing it.
Yeah, he's just not hitting the ball right.
Yeah.
He looked better in warm-ups. He was practicing from 50 yards out, and he was well short on every one of his attempts.
Yeah.
I think probably 40 yards is his range.
Mm-hmm.
But he's still just not hitting the ball right. It's not getting up in the air. It's low, and you need to get that spin that's coming up that gives the ball that extra length.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We're going to see him in the second half, but both teams are on the field getting ready for the kickoff as the clock hits zeros right now. And we'll see if they're going to put the 3 minutes on there.
Yeah, so in this
like they normally do. So we have a few minutes here before we get the kickoff for the second half.
Yeah, so in this last 3 minutes, so we obviously talked about what went on. We're going to give you kind of just a quick overview of what else is going on around the league here real quick, brought to you by Mountain Merchant. Looks like this is probably at halftime now. Sonora 49, Calaveras 7. And then probably at halftime now as well, Argonaut 35, Valley Christian 0. So that's what's going on around the league right now. Of course, 21-12 the score here. Where are you? You're not surprised by any of those?
No, not at all. I expected Argonaut to win by at least 2 touchdowns. Obviously, they're ahead of that pace right now. Mm-hmm. Valley Christian, as I said, came in with a good record, but when you look at who they played and their plus-minus score, they play in a very weak league, and even though their record coming in was a lot more impressive than Argonaut, with Valley Christian coming in as they did, but I expected Argonaut. Valley Christian plays in Division 7.
Yeah.
They came in at 5-2. Argonaut 1-6, but this looked like an Argonaut win from the start. We pretty much knew what was going to happen in the Sonora Calaveras game, and that's what makes the Amador Calaveras game so disappointing last week.
Yeah.
Because that I saw as an league win for the Buffs, and when they drop that makes it really tough with this week playing the 2 best teams in the league, Summerville, and then next week they face Sonora.
Yeah,
so they're looking at an 0-3 start in league play, and that's going to be tough if they have any playoff aspirations. So
definitely. So let's hope that the Buffaloes were able to kind of calm themselves down, get recentered, and coming into this one as they are going to be facing again the tough this tough Summerville offense coming into the second half.
And this is a real seasoned Summerville team. They've got a lot of seniors on the team. They were a young team last year. They were runner-ups in the section. They lost in the section championship last year with that young team, and they've got a lot of seasoned seniors on this squad. They've got 38 players on this team. I mean, that's as big a high school team as I've seen in a long, long time. So they've got a lot of things going on over at Summerville, but again, they do have a lot of seniors on this team that have played a couple years of varsity football. So they're experienced against this opposite young Buffalo team. So we'll see how they respond here in the second half after kind of get their hat handed to them a little bit in the second quarter with 21 unanswered points.
Yeah, I'm looking at here, and it looks like, according to Max Preps, it's got, 6 seniors?
On Amador, that's all.
Amador. Yeah. That is not a lot.
Yeah, no, a very young team. And I look for nothing but good things for this Buffalo team going forward, but they're struggling with that youth a little bit this year.
Mm-hmm. And that's one thing too. It's like they do have a lot of potential, and they've got a lot of bright spots. And the
one good thing about tonight, they haven't turned the ball over.
Oh yeah,
and that, like I said, coming in the game in 3 losses, they had 13 turnovers. Mm-hmm. That's over 4 turnovers a game. And I'm going to tell you, I don't care what level of football you're playing, whether it's pros, whether it's college, whether it's high school. Whoever wins the turnover battle usually is going to win that football game. And as we've seen in those 3 losses for the Buffs, with 13 turnovers, they've came out on the wrong end of that. So they are taking care of the football a little bit better tonight. There were a couple throws by Blankenheim I thought were pretty dangerous that they avoided the interception on. And he'll learn from that. And there again, the young man has such a strong arm, and he just trusts that arm a little bit too much.
Yeah, and he definitely does need to, understand, like you were saying before, when he needs to throw the ball away and live to see another down.
Yeah, exactly. All right, we're getting ready for the second half kickoff here. Amador coming out on the field. They'll be kicking off to Summerville. Number 25 out for the Buffs. That's Colton Earl that will be kicking off for Buffalo, or for the Buffs.
It's like Orlando Lopez and I believe Tristan Barajas.
All right, we're getting ready. Second half action right here. Here's the opening kick a low squibber that bounces on the ground. It's picked up at the 20-yard line, looking for some space across the 25 to the 30, to the 35, breaks a couple tackles, gets out at the 40-yard line. So good field position for Summerville to start this second half at the Amador 40.
One thing that was really good about it, if you're into the special teams aspect of it, but that was an incredibly well done return there for the Buffs, not just on the run, but setting up that run. Those blocks that were coming in from the Bears.
The
were
patience.
Good. Oh yeah.
You see how he picked up the ball and he waited?
Yeah, and they all developed, and it was excellent. Just an excellent development.
First down for Summerville. Leveros in the shotgun. In tight formation, straight ahead handoff. Gets across the 40, hit at about the 44-yard line and driven back, falls forward. Forward progress is going to be marked at the 45-yard line. So a gain of about 6 on the play. We'll call it 5. It'll be second down and 5 for Summerville.
We have a correction here. We had a Mount Merchant scoring update. Sonora is it is not 49-7. It is 56-7.
Oh my!
In favor of Sonora.
Second down and 5 for Summerville. Again, tight formation. They're going to be happy with running the football. Gets across the 40 up to the 50. That'll be enough for the first down. That will move the chains. Big number 44 on the carry for Summerville. That's Nicholas Rogers. We saw him run the ball hard in the second half last week. Didn't use him much in the first half. They were relying on the speed of Barajas, but they're looking to slow this game down right now, and Rogers is their guy. Mm-hmm. So and first and 10 for the Bears, the ball across midfield on the Amador side.
And a bit of show off their weapons, too.
Again, tight formation. They're just going to run the ball. Fake to Rogers. Easy pitch and catch to the outside. Nice stiff arm. Gets across the 40-yard line to the 35. That was number 13. That's Luke Larson. And that was just a simple little out route. And there was a nice stiff arm there to break the first tackle right there. Boom, right there, breaks it, cuts inside to the 45, up across the 40-yard line. He's finally knocked out of bounds at about the 32-yard line. So the Bears are deep in Amador territory already with first and 10.
And I don't want to take anything away from that stiff arm because that was a textbook stiff arm. But, man, that was just not very good tackling.
Well, you know how to get down low. You can't allow – when you're up high, you lose all your leverage because you can't drive with your legs, and that's where all your power is. And that's what he did. He just came on too high, and it was easy to knock him off and get him on the back of his heels. Now there's a penalty, it looks like, against Amador. They're going to move the ball up to the 22-yard line. So it'll be first and 10 from the 22 early here in the third quarter. Summerville took the opening kickoff starting at their own 40-yard line. Leverus is going to keep it. He breaks forward. He goes into the end zone untouched for a touchdown. There's a late flag. And that might, I'm going to see where that's going to go. That's a 22-yard touchdown run by Leverus. I think the flag was after the play.
So let's see. Cantak's not happy with the white hat there.
It was after the play, and I'm not sure. No signal. They're going to call it a touchdown. 22-yard run by Leverus. And they're going to set up for the extra point.
10 minutes and 20 seconds here.
That was fast. Good snap. The kick is up, and it is good. 10:20 left to go in the third quarter. Summerville 28, Amador 12. We'll be back right after this.
Jackson Tire, located on Highway 49 in Jackson and Highway 88 in Pine Grove, is the place to go for your vehicle. Whether you need new tires or any auto service, Jackson Tire is a dealer you need to know. Visit them at jacksontire.net. That's Jackson Tire. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, and we're back here at 10 minutes and 20 seconds here left in the third quarter here. Summerville scoring quickly, 27-12 now. Buffs set to receive.
28-12.
Oh, sorry, 28-12, sorry.
Summerville scored 28 unanswered points, and that is absolutely not how the Buffs wanted this second half to start, with Summerville going on a 60-yard drive to go into the end zone on a 22-yard run by Leveros. Leveros has been involved in 3 of the touchdowns, all running plays of the 28 points. The other one, Barajas, took it in from 25 yards out. Summerville getting ready to kick. Another short kick, end over end, just fell on by the Buffs at the 36-yard line. He just hit that. He hit it right on top of the football. He's just not getting the ball correctly. So Amador has pretty good field position, starting at their own 36-yard line.
All right, so 10-19 is only 1 second is ticked off there.
So Amador 1st and 10. They need to not try to get this all back in one big chunk.
Yeah.
Again, same formation, 3 receivers out to the left. They use that spread. Blankenheim's going to keep it himself, looking for room. He breaks one tackle, spins inside, gets up to the 39-yard line. Gain of about 3 on the play. He really had nothing going on there, but he was able to gain 3 on the play as they spot the ball at the 39, so it'll be 2nd down and 7.
You know, he had Luke Larson, the outside linebacker there for Sonora, right in his face. He was able to make him miss, but that took a lot of time. By that time, his guys were coming to help Phil.
2nd down, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Blankenheim wants to throw. Now he's in trouble. He's scrambling to his right. He goes back. He's looking. He throws it out of bounds. Now that's the play I want to see Blankenheim make.
Yeah.
He had nothing going on there, and we've seen him too many times throw that ball into coverage back across the field for an interception. That time he threw it out of bounds, knew he had nothing going on, lived to see another down. That's the maturity that I want to see from this young man.
Yeah, no, and that was definitely a good ball. And then also he put it where, well, obviously nobody could get it for an accidental pick, but, again, way to stay alive on that one.
So 3rd down, they really need to move the chains here. They don't want to go 3 and out and give the ball back to Summerville, because Summerville offense is rolling pretty good and feeling really confident in what they've got going on. 3rd down and 7 for the Buffs.
At 9:34 here in the quarter.
Ball sits at the Amador 39-yard line. There's a flag, and it's going to be against Amador, it looks like. I'm not sure what the call is.
Let's see.
But this Summerville players were clapping.
Is it? It didn't look like it.
Maybe there were some words said. I'm not sure. But the corner that was out on the wide receiver to the left here, when they threw the flag, number 4 was clapping. That was Lopez. Now there's 3 officials huddling in the middle of the field. Here's the call.
Sideline.
Sideline infraction against Amador. That's their second one, and Coach Kantak is going to go out and talk to the White Hat. Now they're going to. It is a penalty. So the first sideline infraction is a warning. The second one is a penalty, so that will march them back 5 yards, and now it'll be 3rd down and 12.
So
Coach Kantak's still out there talking to the referee, trying to get an explanation on this, and he's not going to talk his way out of this one. It's like any coach, after a flag, you're arguing for the next call.
Yep.
All right, so now
I was just going to say that.
Yep.
Yeah, they're just, nothing you're going to do about that, but he's looking to get the next one. Now they're coming over and talking to another coach. I believe that's Cagle.
Yeah. Oh, so it looks like Cagle was kind of outside of the coach's box, just outside, just has 1 foot just outside of the coach's box.
So 3rd and 12, 3 receivers to the right. The clock winds. Blankenheim throws, almost intercepted. It is intercepted. He's got room to run on the outside. He's heading for the end zone, cuts inside. He's tripped up at the 12-yard line.
Let's see this here.
Blankenheim throws an interception. He was looking to his right as he faked the noons. It was tipped. The ball was tipped at the line, and then it was tipped again by McElfish, and it was hauled in by number 3, Bryce Leveros, and returned all the way down to the 14-yard line. So interception again by the Buffs that sets up Summerville 1st and 10 at the 14.
Wow, and that's just tip drill right there, unfortunately. Good heads-up play, though, by Summerville coming down with it. And then Leveros keeps it himself off to the left side and waltzes right into the end zone.
Goes into the end zone. Leveros for his 4th touchdown of the night from 14 yards out, and all of a sudden, Summerville is making this a boat race.
Oh, boy. .9:18 ticking off the clock here as they set up for the extra point.
So 2 quick scores by Summerville to take a 34-12 lead awaiting the extra point. What a turnaround. 34 looking for 35 unanswered points by the Bears. After Amador led this 12-0, and it's been all Summerville. The snap, the kick is up. It is good. So with 9:18 left to go in the third quarter, Summerville stretches their lead 35. Amador 12. We'll be back right after this.
The family of Armstrong & Son Construction and Armstrong Self-Storage are proud to sponsor Motherlode League football. Remember, when you need excavating, grading, septic system repairs, and other site work, call Armstrong & Son Construction. Or if you need a storage unit, stop by Armstrong Self-Storage for safe and secure storage. Conveniently located near the intersection of Highway 49 and Ridge Road. Armstrong & Son Construction. State license number 828209. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, we're back here, 9:18 here left in the third quarter as the scoreboard shows Buffaloes 12, Bears 35. Summerville set to kick. Jake Geedy, Frank Halverson, Carter Brashear, Morgan Chase.
Summerville gets on the board twice in just under 3 minutes here in the third quarter. 2 quick scores by the Bears. Summerville getting ready to kick off. Another low kind of squib kick field at the 33-yard line. Cuts it outside across the 40. Another good field position on the short kick by the Bears. Amador's going to have it at their own 43-yard line. So with this field position, they need to get something going here.
Yeah, and they desperately need to get something going. Anything.
What's up? Is the kid slipping or something?
No, it's just like he's hitting the ball wrong.
It looks to me like his mechanics are stiff. He's stiff, and he's just not getting good. Just not getting a good connection.
Leveros is going to roll, or Blankenheim, to the left. Wide open receiver at the 50-yard line. And McElfish fumbles. It's picked up in the air by Summerville. Races down the field, thrown out of bounds by Blankenheim at the 31-yard line. I believe that'll be a catch and a fumble. McElfish was wide open. He turned to have the ball knocked out of his hands by number 5 from Summerville, who came in and punched it out. That's Neves.
I mean, that just squirted right out into his hands. He was waiting for that.
So a catch and a fumble, and Summerville is back in business.
Oh, boy, that's a spirit breaker right there.
So Summerville has it 1st and 10 at the Amador 30-yard line after the completed pass and the fumble. Summerville's looking for blood. Straight ahead handoff. That's to Rogers. Breaks a couple tackles, falls forward to about the 27-yard line for a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
No,
wow.
That's just,
That turnover bug again. They've got 2 now in the game. We talked about it all game long, and that's been an issue for the Buffs this season. 2nd and 7, Leveros in the shotgun. Straight ahead handoff again to Rogers. Nice job shooting through the line. He's able to break a couple tackles. He's just a tough carry right there. Ends up getting maybe a yard on the play. Look at the replay. Amador linebacker shot through the line and made contact a couple yards deep.
Yeah.
We just missed it.
Yeah, so, it's they shot through, they made contact, but again, like we were talking about, they're attacking way too high.
Rogers is a big, strong runner, and he's listed at 5'11", 154. He certainly looks bigger than that to me.
He's dense.
It'll be a 3rd and 7 for Summerville. Amador stacking the lineup. Summerville showing they want to run. They're going to give it to number 4. What a nice job right there by number 42 for the Buffs. That is Michael Nunes. Shot through there, a loss of a couple on the play. It'll be 4th down.
So see, he's at the linebacker position.
Let's see what Summerville's going to do. It looks like they're going to go for it. The ball sits at the 29-yard line.
Ooh.
It would be a 45-yarder from here if they wanted to attempt the kick, but Leveros is coming back, and it looks like they're going to go for it. 7:10 left to go here in the third quarter. 4th down and long for Summerville. One receiver split out wide to the right. Motion comes from the left side.
Maybe they're trying to draw him off sides here.
Yeah, now that Summerville's going to call a timeout. So I don't know that a punt does you anything this deep in the field. Your net yards, you're not going to pick up anything, but Summerville wants to talk about it. We're going to keep it right here. 6:54 left to go in the third. Summerville rolling right now, 35 unanswered points after Amador took a 12-0 lead.
So now what do you think, Frank? Do you think they come out in a hard count again and then run a play if they don't get them, if they don't draw them, or do you think they try to go for that field goal?
Well, it's a little bit of a stretch the way their kicker is hitting the ball right now.
Yeah.
It'd be a 45-yarder. I don't think he can make that the way things are going. I think they run a play.
Yeah. I wholeheartedly agree with that one. 6:54 here left in the third quarter.
You know, they may try to get a jump, take the 5-yard penalty back up, and then punt it.
Yeah.
Motion comes from the right side. Leveros is going to roll to his right. He's got an open receiver complete, goes out of bounds at about the 12. Plenty of yards for the first down. Easy pitch and catch.
Yeah.
And that'll move the chains for the Bears. First down with 6:48 left to go here. The ball will be at the 16-yard line, so 1st and 10 from the 16 for Summerville.
And that was a little flood concept there. They just basically flooded the soft spot of the zone where there were not enough guys out there to cover, and just a beautiful pitch and catch there. Had nobody near him.
1st and 10 for Summerville. Leveros in the shotgun at the 21. He's going to keep it himself. Looking for a block. Cuts it inside. Breaks one tackle. Gets brought down at about the 13-yard line.
We'll be a Mountain Merchant scoring update here right now. And let's see here. Looks like Argonaut has just scored in the third quarter, bringing their score to 41-0. They are now officially in a running clock there.
All right, 2nd down and 7 for Summerville. Straight ahead handoff to Rogers. Nice job by the Amador defense. First defender there was number 67 for Amador. That was Vincent Valdenegro. Got him in the backfield for a loss of a yard. It'll set up a 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, that was just a good shot. Wrapped, and then good team tackling there by the Buffaloes. And it looked like he was let go because it looks like the guard that was supposed to pick him up was going second level immediately.
3rd down and long for Summerville. Motion comes from the left side. Lever is going to hand it off. Oh, nice tackle right there at the 11-yard line. That'll stop it short of the first down. It'll be fourth down. Now I think they'll definitely kick the field goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, field goal team unit comes on. The ball's at the 11-yard line, so that'll be a 28-yard field goal.
So he's got the leg for he's got the accuracy, I should say.
Where they're going to set up at the 19-yard line, so it'll be a 29-yard field goal attempt. Good snap. It's down. It's up. And it's no good. It went wide left.
Wide left. Wow.
So with 4:13 left to go in the third quarter, Summerville misses the field goal left. They're leading 35-12. We'll be back. More third quarter action right after this.
Hey, let's play some football. Mark Borchin here with Glass Doctor. We are so excited that you're doing what you love. When you need auto glass, windshields, and calibration, call Glass Doctor. Ask about our windshield protection plan. And for shower enclosures, foggy, broken windows in your home or business, please remember Glass Doctor, your neighborly company. Visit our showroom at Highway 49 and Jackson Gate Road.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
And we're back. Amador setting up for their next possession.
They take over at the 20-yard line. A quick little throw out to the right. That might be a late hit. I didn't see a flag. That was number 18 for Amador on the reception. That's Talon Courts. Gains a few yards on the play as Amador took over at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, I don't think whatever argument for that next call that Kantak was making, I don't think it was moving to the side judge there.
Yeah, 3-yard gain on the play. It'll be second down and 7. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Motion comes to the right side. That's Courts. Blankenheim's going to tuck it and keep it. He gets across 25 to the 30. Gets hit and goes out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. That'll be enough for a first down. They'll move the chains, and Amador will have a fresh set of downs at the 35.
There we go. We have 3 minutes and 30 seconds here left in the third quarter.
They're going to mark it just across the 35. Nose of the football sitting at the 36-yard line. First and 10 for the Buffs. Again, 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Noon's the lone back behind Blankenheim. Blankenheim wants to throw. He's looking to his right. Now he's in trouble. Little stutter step. He got happy feet right there as he had a little pressure coming into him. Threw the ball into the ground, incomplete. The intended receiver on that play, I believe, was number... Was it 22?
I think it was 21 or 22. So let's see here. Yeah, I got a little happy feet there. Just right into him. Yeah, it was
21.
Baker.
That was Baker,
yeah,
the intended receiver. So it'll be second down and 10 for the Buffs.
And he just was, yeah, like I said, he got happy feet, threw off his back foot, and had 2 guys thrown right into him.
All right, 3 receivers to the right this time. 1 split out to the left. Blankenheim's looking right. Throws over the middle. Oh, almost intercepted as it tipped off of the hands of the intended receiver. That was Landon Ray Chase. The ball sailed a little bit, went out of his hands, and it was almost intercepted by Summerville.
Yeah, so let's see this. And that came out looking
just threw it a little high.
Different, yeah. So there it is. Yeah, and it was just like it wasn't a bad throw by any means, but yeah, it just sailed a little bit and bounced right off his hands. Couldn't handle it.
Third and 10. Certainly would have been a tough catch by Chase. The ball was high. Went up, tried to get it tipped off his fingers. Motion comes from the left side. Straight ahead handoff. That's to Noons. Gets across the 40-yard line. That'll set up a fourth down and about 4. See what Amador wants to do here. Trailing this one 35-12. I'm thinking they're probably going to go for it.
Yeah,
2:45 left to go here in the quarter. Obviously, the way the Summerville offense is rolling. But at this point, the way I look at it, okay, we lose by 40, we lose by 30. What's the difference?
Yeah, I was just about to say that it's just a numbers game at this point.
So fourth down and 4 for Amador. Motion comes from the left side. Now he's going to stop and come back. Blankenheim's going to take it, try to run himself to his left. Now he's in trouble. He throws it back to Courts, who is hammered back at the 35-yard line. Big loss on the play. Amador's going to turn it over on downs, and Summerville is going to be in great field position again at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what that was. And, yeah, look, I mean, number 34 right there, he read that the whole way. There was nothing going. And all he could do was just kind of hold and brace and pray he didn't get his head taken off.
So Summerville takes.
I wasn't going to say anything, but I'm going to break in here really quick. So Sonora is now up 63-7.
Oh my!
Third quarter action. First string is still in for Sonora.
Wow! Now that is just a special brand of disrespectful.
Wow!
Just wow!
Straight ahead handoff by Summerville. That's number 6. Breaks a couple tackles. That was Kelton Cowley. So Summerville looks like they have subbed down. Cali was able to make a gain out of nothing there of about 3 yards on the play. It'll set up a 2nd down and 7. Ball sits at the 32-yard line. I don't know why. I don't see if there's any payback there why Summerville would want to be just putting the hammer down still at this point.
I don't understand it.
Pitch outside to Barajas. Gets a good tackle around the corner, or a good block, I should say, gets up to the 35-yard line. I think that's going to be enough for the first down. Let's see where they spot it. Yes, they will move the chain, so it'll be a first down for Summerville at the 25-yard line. Great block on the outside here.
Yeah.
Watch as Barajas broke out by number 4 right there to turn the corner inside. Gave Barajas another 5 yards and a first down for Summerville. 1:08 left to go here in the third quarter.
We got
handoff again to number 6 straight ahead. Gain of about 4 on the play. That is Colton Cash on the carry.
And I think we may see one more play in this quarter. We're about
40 seconds left to go in the quarter. Ball sits at the 23-yard line.
Real quick, Mountain Merchant scoring update. At the end of the third quarter and running clock, Argonaut 47, Valley Christian 0.
All right, 2nd down. Motion comes from the right side. We got a new quarterback into the game. Pitch back to number 4. That was Orlando Lopez. No, Leveros is still in, excuse me. Nice gain on the play. They are exchanging their running backs. We've seen backs now on this drive that we haven't seen any other time in the game. That'll do it for the third quarter. Look at the scoreboard. Summerville, 35 unanswered points, leading this one 35-12. We'll be back fourth quarter right after this.
For all your land surveying and civil engineering services, call Toma & Associates at 223-0156. Whether you're building a fence and need to know where the property line is to complete boundary surveys, Toma & Associates can help. Lot surveys, boundary line adjustments, parcel and subdivision maps, FEMA certificates, septic and grading plans, among the many services Toma & Associates provides. Call 223-0156, serving the Mother Lode since 1967.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
And we're back here at Amador High School. Scoreboard shows 35-12 in favor of the Summerville Bears. 12 minutes left in this high school football matchup. Jake Geedy, Frank Halverson. Frank?
All right, we're getting ready to start the fourth quarter. Summerville has it at the Amador 12-yard line, where it'll be first and goal for the Bears. Leveros still in at quarterback. In the backfield, number 6, that's Colton Cash. They're going to go back into the huddle here, first and 10 from the 12. Now they break the huddle. Cassie only back next to Leveros. Motion comes from the right side. Leveros pitches. gets across the 10-yard line, brought down, knocked out of bounds at about the 7. That was number 4, Orlando Lopez for Summerville. That'll set up a second down, and let's call it 6.
And Colton Earl finally getting him out of bounds there.
So the ball sits at about the 8. They need to get to the 2 for the first down. They can get a first down without getting into the end zone. Barajas spit out tight to the left side. He goes into motion. Straight ahead handoff. Gets across the 5. Falls forward. That's going to be really close to a first down. That was Cash again on the carry. Let's see where they mark that.
Yeah,
it is going to be a first and goal at the 2 for Summerville.
11 minutes and 8 seconds here left in the fourth quarter.
I think Leverus is going to keep it, take it in for his 5th.
You know, he's been pretty consistent. I might call my number again as well.
He's got 4 touchdowns on the night. Leveros in the shotgun. Barajas goes into motion. Straight ahead handoff again to Cash, trying to get him that. But the Amador defense, I think he lost a couple on that play. Let's see where they spot it.
He's been pretty consistent. I might call my number again as well. Huh. Looks like our replays have gotten a little messed up.
They're going to mark it at the 4. So it'll be second down and goal from there for the Bears. Summerville looking to go 3-0 in league to lead with Sonora being on a bye last week. So they'll go to 2-0 after walloping Calaveras tonight. Barajas goes into motion. Leveros is going to keep it. He goes to the outside. Gets into the end zone, touchdown. Leverus with his 5th touchdown of the night from 4 yards out.
Well, Al Bundy, here's your sign.
And that stretches the lead 41-12, awaiting the extra point. Leveros, a 5-touchdown night for Summerville. Waiting the extra point. Snaps good. Kicks up. And it is good. 9:54 left to go in the contest. It is 42, Summerville. Buffs 12. We'll be back right after this.
Big Valley Ford Lincoln, your regional commercial van and truck headquarters, is proud to sponsor Motherlode League High School football. The expert sales team will help you get behind the wheel of the car or truck that's right for you. And their service department will keep that vehicle running at peak performance. Visit the team at Big Valley Ford Lincoln, your full-service dealership, on the web at bigvalleyford.com and located in the Stockton Auto Mall off Hammer Lane. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, and we're back here at Amador High School. Scoreboard shows Bears 42, Buffaloes 12. 9:54 left in this contest. Jake Geedy, Frank Halverson. Frank?
42 unanswered points by Summerville after trailing this one 12-0. And Amador defense has just had no answer for Leveros tonight as he gets his 5th touchdown.
Wow.
Here's the kick. End over end kick. Better this time, down to the 17-yard line. Gets across the 20 to the 25. Gets a little room to the outside. The 35. Going forward, knocks out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. Amador will have it 1st and 10 from there.
All righty.
So they're going to spot the ball, it looks like, right at the, looks like the 36. So Amador will have it at their own 36-yard line, 1st and 10. Looking to get something going here. 3 receivers out to the right. Blankenheim in the shotgun. Low snap. Blankenheim picks it up. Tries to throw it complete to number 21 on a little in route over the middle up to the 50-yard line. Nice catch by number 21. That is Sam Baker for the Buffs. That's the biggest play they've had in a while, as it'll move the ball up to Summerville territory up to the 47-yard line.
And again, it's that little slant there in the middle that we liked.
It was just a deep slant. He had one underneath, and Baker ran the intermediate, and he was wide open. Blankenheim put it right on him. Blankenheim's going to keep it himself, but he's in trouble. Tack slung down in the backfield. Oh, and there's a flag.
Yeah, I think that might have been a...
Why? I don't understand this. I want to look at this, the replay. Well, it was not a horse collar.
Yeah, well, he looks like he faked Carter out, because Carter went and followed Nunez.
I don't know what that penalty was. I just disagree with that call.
Yeah, no. I mean, it didn't look like he grabbed him by the face mask. Didn't look like he grabbed him by the
horse collar.
pads.
But they're going to call it a 15-yard penalty against Summerville, and the Summerville coaches on my right, I can hear them. They're screaming. Another bad call.
Yeah.
That'll move the ball up to the 39-yard line and give Amador a first down. Blankenheim wants to throw. He throws out of the right, complete at the 35-yard line, falls forward to about the 32. That was McElfish on the reception. Up to the 31-yard line is where they're going to spot it. Another first down for Amador.
8:47 here left in the ball game. 8:42, I'm sorry.
So 1st and 10 for the Buffaloes. Helped out by that 15-yard penalty. 3 receivers out to the left. Blankenheim in the shotgun again. They're looking to throw. No, they're going to give it straight ahead. Handoff. Breaks a tackle. Gets across the 20. Breaks another tackle across the 10. Falls into the end zone. Touchdown. What a run by Nunes. 32 yards from Nunes. That's going to be our Mellon Faze BG Lounge call of the game. Nunes cuts inside. Breaks a tackle. Makes a little move to the out, breaks another tackle. Now he's just dragging Summerville players with him, goes into the end zone for a touchdown. Mellon Faze, BG Lounge, call of the game, a 42-yard touchdown by Nunes.
Excellent rumble and run right there.
He was not going to be brought down. No. What a strong run right there.
He was running strong and looked like he was running mad.
Amador gets on the board for the first time since early in the second quarter. They're going to go for 2. I'm not sure why, but they are. Again, you miss those couple extra points early, you find yourself just chasing points. Motion comes from the left. They're going to give it to him, trying to get out wide, and he's got nowhere to go. That 2-point conversion is no good. So with 8:20 left, look at the scoreboard. Amador cuts the lead. Summerville 42, the Buffs 18. We'll be back right after this.
Jackson Tire, located on Highway 49 in Jackson and Highway 88 in Pine Grove, is the place to go for your vehicle. Whether you need new tires or any auto service, Jackson Tire is a dealer you need to know. Visit them at jacksontire.net. That's Jackson Tire. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, we're back here. 8:20 here left in the ball game. 18-42 our score here. Amador just picking up a score, and they are set to kick. Jake Geedy, Frank Halverson. Frank?
Well, Amador shows a little life there, going on a 64-yard drive, helped by that 15-yard penalty. A big, strong run by Nunes to get on the board for the first time since early in the second quarter. 42-18 here to go with 8:20 left to go in this contest. Amador getting ready to kick off. Now, this is the time I wouldn't mind seeing an onside kick right here.
You know, why not? I mean, it doesn't really change the score at this point.
They kick it as a squib kick, bounces up, picked up at the 25-yard line to the 30, to the 35, hit, spins around, still on his feet across the 40, falling forward to about the 44-yard line. So Summerville will have good field position to start this possession.
All right, 8-12 here.
So they're going to mark it at the 44
There's a little
of Summerville.
Little bit of chippy happening up there towards the kicker.
So 1st and 10 for the Bears. Now we're going to wind the clock. Number 66, Mateo Murphy, coming in for the Buffs on the defense. Leveros in the shotgun. Going to inside pitch to Barajas. Oh, and what a great tackle right there by number 25 for the Buffaloes. That was Colton Earl, keeping Barajas from getting outside with that speed. Just a driving tackle coming in off the safety position.
And he flies up, fills perfectly. Good form technique, too.
Now there's a 15-yard penalty against Summerville.
And looks like things are starting to get chippy down there, like very much so.
That'll take the ball all the way back to the 29-yard line. Summerville needs to get to the Amador 46 for a first down. So holy mackerel, that was one heck of a penalty. Second down and forever right now for the Bears. Leveros pitches to try to get around the outside. He gets the corner to the 40, to the 45, across the 50, knocked out of bounds. They picked up a big chunk of that right there. That was number 4, Orlando Lopez.
Watch that there. There's some good seal blocks.
Cuts it right inside that block. Then he just cuts back to the outside.
Wait, was there a flag on the play?
Well, let's see. They're talking about it. I don't see any flags on
there it is, right there at the 35.
Holding against Summerville. And you know what I'm seeing right now is the officials are calling the scoreboard. And I hate that.
Yeah, a little bit so. Hey, we have a Calaveras. We have a Calaveras score here. It's a Mount Merchant scoring update. Calaveras scores 14-63. The score there with Calaveras and Sonora.
So they're going to take the ball all the way back inside the 25-yard line. Will be second down for the Bears. Straight ahead handoff, breaks through across the 30 to the 35, breaks the tackle. He's racing down the sidelines. He's across the 40 to the 35, and he finally gets knocked out of bounds at about the 31-yard line. Huge gain on the play.
Oh, hey, kid. Leveros was trying to,
Huge gain right there. Broke through the line and just had nobody in the secondary to slow him down. That was number 6, Colton Cash for Summerville. Big gain. Moves the ball all the way up to the Amador 25-yard line where Summerville will have it 1st and 10 with 6:32 left to go here in the 4th. Wow, they got themselves out of that hole in a hurry.
Yes, they did.
Straight ahead handoff to Rogers, the big back. Trips over his tackle to about the 22-yard line. And there's a lot of extracurricular activities down there right now. No flag, but I can see things that are going on right now. I think jaws are japping a little bit. Ball's going to be at the 22-yard line. Gain of 3. It'll be second down and 7.
I said there might have been a big sub coming in out of there.
5:45 left to go in the contest. Summerville in control, 42-18. They have matched their average of 42 points. Looking for more. Barajas goes into motion. They're going to pitch it out to him to the right. Gets a couple blocks on the outside. Cuts it outside. Gets up to around the 10-yard line. Let's see where they spot it.
Yeah.
There's another flag on the field down at about the 15.
Yeah, there was. I saw the hold on this one. So coming across there it completely turns. Yeah, completely grips and turns Baker around.
So that'll be a holding penalty against. No, they're going to wave it off. No. He was waving the flag, but they're going to move the ball back to the 25-yard line. And it looks like Summerville's coming in with a whole bunch of subs right now with just under 5 minutes left to go in the contest. So second down after the penalty, the third penalty of this drive, which hasn't slowed Summerville down too much.
4:45 and counting here left in this matchup.
Ball sits at the 25-yard line. They need to get to the 15 for a first down. Leverus going to throw. Open receiver complete at the 10. Gets down close to the end zone. I think he's going to be called short.
Yeah.
Just a little release by the tight end. Goes down, and he's wide open, number 99. Nobody was home. Catches it at about the 11-yard line. Gets brought down inside the 1. That was Hunter Anderson.
Wait, he fumbled the ball out of the back of the end zone.
Nah, he was down. They called him down. And any part needs to hit the ground, and the ball's dead in high school football.
Oh, okay.
So it's first and goal from the 1-yard line. Leverus looking for 6. Now they're going to give it to Rogers, and he's going to go in untouched. 44, Rogers in for the 1-yard plunge. 1-yard touchdown run by Rogers. With 3:52 left, and Summerville increases their lead 48-18, awaiting the extra point. So Summerville was able to come 4 big penalties on that drive and still moved it down the field 56 yards for the score, the snap, the kick, and it is good. 49 Summerville, Amador Buffs 18, 3:52 left to go in the contest. We'll be back right after this.
The family of Armstrong & Son Construction and Armstrong Self-Storage are proud to sponsor Motherlode League football. Remember, when you need excavating, grading, septic system repairs, and other site work, call Armstrong & Son Construction. Or if you need a storage unit, stop by Armstrong Self-Storage for safe and secure storage. Conveniently located near the intersection of Highway 49 and Ridge Road. Armstrong & Son Construction. State license number 828209. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, we're back here. 3:52 here left in this contest. Scoreboard shows Bears 49, Buffaloes 18. Jake Eady, Frank Halverson. Frank?
All right, well, Summerville, even with the penalties, that Amador defense just could not stop them as Roger takes it in with a short 1-yard run for the Bears to increase the lead again. Amador came and they finally got on the scoreboard to cut into it, but Summerville returned the favor.
And then some.
Summerville kicks off a low line drive fielded at the 20-yard line to the 25, to the 30. Getting outside, he's got some room around the corner, the 35 to the 40. Well, across the 45-yard line, finally goes out of bounds. That was McElfish. Right, they're going to spot it at the 48-yard line. So good field position for the Buffs. Nice return by McElfish. So Amador's got it at their own 48-yard line. .340 left to go in the ballgame. 1st and 10 for the Buffs.
And we have some finals that are coming up. I'll give you that in just a minute.
Blankenheim in the shotgun. 3 receivers lined up to the left. He's looking that way. He's still looking. Now he's backpedaling. He's being chased out of the pocket. He throws, intercepted. That's the pass that you just can't throw. You're pedaling back. You're on your heels. You can't get anything behind that ball. The intended receiver was McElfish. But look when he starts. Look at the replay. He's running. Now he's in trouble. He can't step forward. He's falling backwards, and he just throws it. Doesn't have enough arm strength to get it to the intended receiver. That ball's just got to go into the ground or out of bounds. Throws another interception, and Summerville takes over at their own 47-yard line.
And that is just an unforced error right there.
But we've seen this too many times now.
Yeah.
These coaches need to sit down with this young man and watch some film. You just can't do that. 1st and 10 for Summerville. Under 3 minutes left to go. Whistles on the field. Timeout, Amador. All right, 2:48 left. We're going to send it back here. A word from our sponsors. We'll be back. Almost done here. Summerville waltzing away 49-18.
Hey, let's play some football. Mark Borchin here with Glass Doctor. We are so excited that you're doing what you love. When you need auto glass, windshields, and calibration, call Glass Doctor. Ask about our windshield protection plan. And for shower enclosures, foggy, broken windows in your home or business, please remember Glass Doctor, your neighborly company. Visit our showroom at Highway 49 and Jackson Gate Road.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, we're back here. Scoreboard shows Buffalo's 18, Bears 49, 2:48 here left in the ball game. Summerville with the ball after that interception. Jake Geedy, Frank Halverson. Frank?
I was with Coach Fletcher yesterday, and we were over at Fred Oneto's, and Coach predicted that Argonaut was going to win by at least 2 touchdowns. So the Swami Fletcher called the game right from the get as Argonaut waltzes to an easy win tonight over Valley Christian. So good job, Coach. We don't need the crystal ball. All we got when we got you. All right, Summerville in the first play. Gain of 8 takes it into Amador territory down to the 45-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 2. 3 turnovers again for Amador tonight. We've talked about it all night long. 13 in their original 3 losses. Now they're up to 16 in the 4 losses, averaging 4 a game. You're just not going to win football games turning the ball over like that. 2nd down and 2 for Summerville, letting the clock run down. Straight ahead handoff to Rogers. He's got enough for the first down as he spins forward to about the 41-yard line. That'll be enough to move the chains. 1:45 left. The clock should stop as they're moving the chains, but it continues to run. Now they stop it as they set the chains. So now there's a...
Is there a timeout on the field?
It looks like there is another timeout on the field. I'm not sure who called it. The Bears still show 2 timeouts on the scoreboard. Amador's only got 1, so I guess Amador called a timeout. Not quite sure why. With 1st and 10 and the clock running, Summerville can just kneel this one out with 1:35 left to go. Let's see how they want to play it. Amador does have 1 timeout, but I can't imagine they're going to use it if Summerville decides to go into victory formation here, and it looks like that's what they're going to do.
Yeah.
So Leverhouse under center for the first time tonight. Victory formation. They're going to let the clock run down. They're going to kneel this one out, and this one will be in the books. As Amador falls to 0-2 in league, Summerville goes to 3-0. There's a kneel down, 1:01 left. There will need to be one more kneel down, I believe, and this one will be over. So they'll let the clock run all the way down. Inside 45 seconds, they kneel it down, and the clock will run out.
All right, so that looks like that's going to wrap it up for us here. We'll be back, of course, next week. Where are we playing at? Or where are we at next week, Frank?
Next week is Calaveras at Argonaut. There's the kneel down, and that'll do it. This one goes into the books. Amador, after leading 12-0, Sonora comes back and scores 42 unanswered points to take this one 49-18. We're going to be back with our post-game Mark Twain Medical Center wrap right after this.
For all your land surveying and civil engineering services, call Toma & Associates at 223-0156. Whether you're building a fence and need to know where the property line is to complete boundary surveys, Toma & Associates can help. Lot surveys, boundary line adjustments, parcel and subdivision maps, FEMA certificates, septic and grading plans, among the many services Toma & Associates provides. Call 223-0156, serving the Mother Lode since 1967.
Remember when going for a walk around the block was easy and pain-free? Future you is ready to feel like that again. Mark Twain Medical Center's orthopedic experts are with you throughout the process, from first consultation to your last physical therapy session, so you can get back to living without joint pain, and future you can wander far and wide. Visit marktwainmedicalcenter.org/orthopedics. Mark Twain Medical Center. Hello, human kindness. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, we're back here. Final score here, Frank, 18-49. So definitely I would say qualifies as a rout here. Want to tell us what happened?
Well, the way this game started, Amador was really in control. They got the opening kickoff, went on a time-consuming 81-yard drive, eating up 7 minutes off the clock. And with 5:07 left in the first quarter, Blankenheim had chased for a 14-yard touchdown to take a 6-0 lead, and there again the extra points have been difficult for the Buffs all year long. Summerville only had one possession in the first quarter. They went 3 and out, so Amador did a good job. They got the ball at their own 47-yard line. They were able to run the first quarter out with the ball all the way down to the 6, leading 6-0. Blankenheim took it in from 3 yards out, and with 11:48 left to go in the half, led 12-0. They went for 2 points on the conversion after missing the kick. That was incomplete, and they led 12-0. Well, then it all turned. Summerville would then score 3 unanswered points in the half. Leverus, a 3-yard run with 8:27 to cut the lead to 12-7. Then after a fake punt, which is really inexplicable, everybody in the stadium knew it was coming. That failed. Summerville got the ball back on their on the Amador 29-yard line, 25-yard touchdown by Barajas, and with 5:44 left, all of a sudden Summerville led the game 14-12. Amador got it back. They turned it over on downs, a quick 3 and out, which gave Summerville one last chance with time running out, and with 23.8 seconds left, Leveros took it in from 2 yards out, 21 unanswered points to lead at the half 21-12. Summerville received the opening kick in the second half. They went on a 60-yard drive. Leveros again into the end zone on a 22-yard run with 10:26 left to go in the third quarter to take a 28-12 lead, 28 unanswered points at that time. Amador gets the ball back. The bugaboo, the turnovers started happening. Blankenheim throws an interception. Summerville gets the ball in great field position at the 14-yard line on the first play from scrimmage. Leveros again takes it in, and with 9:18, Summerville scores 35 unanswered points and led 35-12. Then Amador gets the ball back. There was a completed pass, but that was fumbled as it was knocked out. Summerville gets the ball back, and They got down and attempted a 29-yard field goal, and it was missed. So the end of the third quarter, Summerville led 35-12. At that time, Summerville got the ball back, and Leverus took it in again for his 5th touchdown on the night from 4 yards out to make it 42 unanswered points, to make it 42-12. Then Amador came back, and they tried to get some momentum with about 8:20 left to go on the clock in the fourth quarter, and let's hear what happens next. Blankenheim in the shotgun again. They're looking to throw. No, they're going to give it straight ahead. Handoff. Breaks a tackle, gets across the 20, breaks another tackle across the 10, falls into the end zone. Touchdown. What a run by Nunes. 32 yards. Nunes cuts inside, breaks a tackle, makes a little move to the out, breaks another tackle, a 42-yard touchdown by Nunes.
Excellent rumble and run right there.
42-yard touchdown by Nunes. That was our Mel and Faze, the VG Lounge call of the game. The 2-point conversion failed, so Amador got 6 more on the board, trailing 42-18. But then Summerville just kept it going. They got good field position after the kick, and Rogers took it in from 1 yard out, and with 3:52, they led 49-18. Amador gets the ball back, throws another interception, their 3rd turnover of the night, and as the clock ran out, that was our final, 49-18. And, you know, I really don't like to do this, but, you know, you've got to really give it to Bryce Leveros. He's going to be our Jamba Juice player of the game. 5 touchdowns by the quarterback from the Summerville Bears. So yes, final 49-18.
All right, so that's going to wrap it up for this matchup. Next week, we are going to be back over at Argonaut where Calaveras is taking on Argonaut. We'll be there for this Motherlode League Game of the Week.
Yeah, so I want to thank everybody.
You know, next week's game is going to be a pretty important game, the Calaveras-Argonaut game. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, you know, when you look at the standings, and, you know, the way I predicted, everything got turned upside down a little bit with the upset last week by Calaveras over Amador. And I predicted early on for Calaveras to win this game against Argonaut. But, hey, maybe Argonaut found a little something tonight. They played Valley Christian, but they put a lot of points on the board. So, you know, it's really going to determine who's going to finish in 3rd place. So that's because if Argonaut could beat Calaveras and then win in the big game, that'll give them 2 league wins, and that will put them in 3rd place. And I don't know if there's 3 invitations from the Motherlode League this year. It's a possibility that they could make the playoffs. I think they're slim, but no, it should be a good matchup, and both teams have something to play for next week.
Yeah, I absolutely agree.
So anyway, I want to thank everybody for listening, watching, wherever you're from. We want to thank our crew, Carter Bashirs and Morgan Chase, of course, Jake Geedy, Frank Halverson, our technical engineer, always the boss, Jim Geedy in the studios. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. That'll do it for Motherlode League football tonight. Have a good evening. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next week.
Good night.
Remember when going for a walk around the block